the master Philip Corbin. And I told Philip that he's Caribbean's first legend. And Philip was also humble, saying that, boy, he wasn't aware of that. But for me, a player who has played for nearly 30 years, for 30 years, Philip has played for 40 odd, now nearly 50, Philip, because when you did your book, it was 40 years. And for me, sir, that's all I can call you, sir. You are Caribbean's first legend, the one that transcend all borders, the one that every country was cheering for when you played Olympic. It is my pleasure to have you tonight. And I can tell you, I'm here for the stories tonight. Other times I'm here to interview. Tonight I'm here for the stories, sir. Welcome to Mondays with PCI. Welcome, FIDE Master, the Caribbean's first legend, Philip Corbin. How are you, sir?
Thank you, Yobo. I am well, and I'm so pleased and humbled to be on this program of yours. Um, I really would not call myself a legend, but I am really honored by all you say. I love chess. All I can say, I love chess, and I give God thanks for any accomplishments in that area. And I'm only too happy to be able to be here and share the experiences I've had in chess over the last half century. Yes.
Wow, it's amazing. I
Okay.
hope to reach there. It's amazing. Because I was all excited about my 30 odd years, and then I saw 50, and I was like, all right, cool. More to aim for, more to aim for. Definitely more to aim
in,
for. So,
in
Phil,
fact, my first tournament was let me see in the early 1970s. So and I learned chess when I was 7. So, and I'm now in my early 60s. So yeah,
you learned chess at 7 that early. Who taught you?
yeah. My dad, he was a very solid, very good player. He tied for the Barbados National Championship 1 year, in fact. And it's interesting though. His style and mine were totally different. He would never even gambit a pawn, whereas
Ah,
from young, I used to like to just
oh,
sacrifice.
Philip, what he said? The father of the Caribbean Tal did not gambit upon. So how did you develop this style then, Philip? Hold on,
I think
Caribbean
it,
Tal. So explain this to me because I can't picture you sitting down at 7 playing your daddy and he's all solid and you're throwing this piece that I can picture him saying, no, Philip, no, protect the weakness. I can
yeah.
picture this.
So for years, he was perturbed by the fact that I would be gambiting this and gambiting that. Um, but he was like the perfect foil for my style because he would set up positions that kind of invited you to attack almost. Um, like he would play the French, for example, the French defense,
Mhm.
and play solid, and he would play fairly quiet moves. So to beat him, I decided, you know what, I'm just going to attack him.
Alright, so he's who we need to argue with. And he's who we need to complain to. I understand now. Because by you having to beat daddy, he turned into a monster. A complete monster.
I should also give credit, Yomo, I must also give credit to my brother who is like just over 3 years older than me.
Mhm.
He's a professor in neurology now, and he learned chess before I did, and he helped me in terms of teaching me the game. Um, but he did not continue chess. He took after music. My father taught both of us music, playing the piano,
Okay.
uh, and chess. My brother took music to extremes after my dad played the piano and the organ to this day.
Mhm.
But I took after chess. I found the music. What I love music and love hearing my father play. I used to like my father's a perfectionist when it came to music.
Mhm.
So I said, you know what, let me just stick with the chess because I found playing the notes perfectly, the right pitch and so on, a bit frustrated. That was it. But yeah, I give credit to my dad. The book I wrote on my chess career called Calypso Chess,
Yeah.
you can see it here. Um, I dedicated it to my dad.
And
And he got the very first copy, of course.
and the very first game I was humbled because when I looked on it, And now Philip is just a Kindle copy we can get right now. So guys on Amazon, Calypso Chess when we're finished. And you can tell us where to get the print because it's a Kindle copy out there. And what was so touching for me was that first game. And normally I focus only on the games of the Masters, but tonight we're going to have to start with that game in a little while, Philip. And I entitled it The Birth of a Legend because I realized how how much inspiration your father gave you to play and what an important role he actually played. And I was telling you that it was touching for me because I could relate to a point with my dad when I won my first on the my first juniors. I was 15 and I think I just turned 15. And when I won, I forgot to shake my opponent's hand. And I ran out of him. I didn't sign the score sheet or anything. I just ran out of the room full speed and jumped in on my dad and was just telling me, I won. And he was so ecstatic. So I could relate.
I can identify.
Yeah.
When I won my PCI Master title, the night before that critical game in a subzone, I dreamt that I had won the title and that I was explaining to my dad the meaning of FIDE, the acronym FIDE, Federated International National Chess Federation. I dreamt I was explaining that to him in the dream. And when I woke from the dream, I said to myself, I'm going to win. The dream gave me confidence. I said, if I told my dad in the dream I won the title, I'm going to win it. So I won the game. When I got home from, I think it was Venezuela, I got home to Barbados at the airport, and my dad was driving me home. I told him, he actually asked the same question as in the dream. The dream literally came true. What does FID stand for? And so the dream literally came to pass. And, I was winning that not so much for myself, but for my dad.
What a wonderful thing. Philip, before we go in, my thing is all about Blitz and coffee. So what you drinking tonight? Blitz, you're going to play Blitz. Is it coffee or tea?
Coffee, and I can tell you a story about White's coffee.
Let me hear White's coffee. It's always coffee for me. Let's hear.
Because even though I spent a long time in England and the English love tea,
I
found out when I was studying for my first degree at Southampton University that coffee really helps you to study. Although I found if you drink too much, it affects the nerves. And in terms of chess, in the 1975 Caribbean Tal, this was and it's played in Guyana. And at the Pegasus Hotel, 5-star hotel there in Guyana, in Georgetown. And the last game, I needed to win the last game to get a 50% score. And I was at breakfast. And I was drinking some coffee, and it hurt me up so much because I was sleepy at the time. It hurt me up so much. I turned to my team members, and I said to them, I'm going to play the Stonewall attack with White, and I'm going to win in 24 moves.
24.
And on the 24th, I was very precise. And on the 24th move, my opponent, Cecily from Trinidad, he resigned just as I had predicted.
This sounds like a boxing match when you go and say, I'm going to knock him out in the third round. You are precise, 24 moves.
Very precisely. I had noticed at the time that when I play the Stonewall attack, I normally win in about that number of moves. So I just, and amazingly enough, many years later when we met again, this time I had lax, and I still won in 24 moves.
Cecil can't like you. He just cannot like
you. I credit that game, the win of that game, to the strong, it was really strong coffee they served that morning.
Alright, so I'm drinking Blue Mountain. Don't know what you're drinking, but strong coffee tonight. You're going to need it. These youngsters going to come at you, and Philip, they start coming at you from the beginning. So hold on, Grandmaster 2B, thanks for the follow. I see a couple of the youngsters already there. Chess Champ PJ, Aware Buddy. So we're going to start off with a couple blitz, and then I want you to walk me through the game with your daddy. So Chess Lover, thank you. So Chess Charm PJ, I sent the username, so challenge Calypso Chess, and then Aware Bunny, you're next. After that is the next youngest one after that. So let's go, guys. So Philip, ready to rumble? Where I told you already that they said nobody goes undefeated, right?
Yeah, you told me.
So you know what to
Okay,
do.
dude.
So Chess Champ PJ should be going first. Has he come up?
I see a challenge from someone. Is this it? Let me see.
Tell me the name.
JLOYCHIN.
J
Is that her?
Loy. Yeah, you can take J Loy. He's on the 14. So we're going young first. So until Aware
Okay.
Bunny and PJ Chess comes on, let's go with J Loy first. He's a little tricky
Okay.
too.
So I'm accepting. Here we go.
Alright, so first one. And guys, keep score. Philip says he's going undefeated tonight.
What? Hey,
I'm setting you up. I'm
part of
setting you
that.
up, Philip. I'm setting you up. I know them. I'm riling them up.
Okay, we have a French on the board. Okay, he's closing the position. Okay, did automatically cancel. Okay.
And guys, you'll not see anybody who loves chess as much as Philip. Nobody.
Let's
Oh, you're
go for the
starting
game.
already. Oh, you're hitting him already, Philip. Oh.
Yeah.
You're hitting.
Try my best. Try my best. What to do with this guy? What to do with this guy?
Ooh.
Oh, I think he just blundered.
Ooh. Ooh. Say
Thank you
thank
very
you.
much.
Say thank you. Exactly. Say thank you.
That was unexpected. Oh my
Continue.
goodness.
Ooh.
Oh my goodness. What shall we do next with him? I don't know what to play. Let's go for him again.
Alright, so what square will he get mated on? If you can know the 24 move, call the square.
I hope the maiden right where he is.
Okay.
Yes.
You did. Alright, so that's your first one up. Rather impressive. Knight c3. Brilliant move. No better move than knight takes queen. One up. Alright, so your next challenge should be coming in. It should be from Aware Bunny or Chess Champ PJ. You seen any of those?
Okay. Okay.
Alright, guys, and Calypso Chess is the username. So we play rounds of 3, Philip. So once you knock 3 up, we go to a game. So let's go into this
Sure.
3 love up. Have you seen our challenges yet?
Not as yet.
Nate,
I see someone.
who is that?
I see someone.
No, that's too quick.
76.
Yeah, too quick.
What?
Too quick. He's later on. Yeah. He's after you get warmed up. He's one of the 2014-year-olds that I told you coming for you. So let's warm you up first. Chess Champ, yes, there's a book about... Yeah, Chess Champ?
Right.
Yeah, his turn.
Yeah, I'm going to play him.
Alright.
Here we go again. E4, which I normally play.
Yeah. E5.
Okay, we go for some kind of gambit here. Not sure which one yet, but I'm going for a gambit.
Alright, place your bets, guys. Which gambit will we see today? Let's see what the chat says. All right, he took there. Will it be a Danish? Let's see.
I'm thinking Danish, but we'll see. He might
We,
not take it.
come on. We're playing Mr. Gambita himself, the Caribbean Tal. Take it, take it.
He's thinking.
He turns it down.
Yeah.
Yeah, I definitely think so also, Marcus. Definitely think so. Juanita, good night. Good to see you. So the crowd is already saying that this is going to be the most entertaining yet. I'm telling you, your love for chess is infectious, my friend. It is infectious.
Still offering him the pawn. Will he take it? He didn't take it the first time.
Or the second time, night and see. So let's see. Third time is a charm.
He's playing a little too slowly.
Yeah, he ain't taking it, so.
Okay, he did not take it. Okay.
Yeah, so
You
take
don't
your
want to take it,
center.
I'll take it.
Yeah, it's a big center.
I want to get my knight, my other knight out, so I take it. He's doing okay, just a bit behind in development. But at least he's managed to close the center. Now what? Oh, let's see. What do you want to do with your bishop? Fair enough. Yeah.
Yeah, his coach told him about you, Philip. He's not allowing that piece play. His coach told him, do not get checkmated today.
Let me go for it.
So you're going for him. H4. Harry's running.
What is he going to do now? Let me go. Slightly risky. Should I sack the knight? Probably. Oh, he's not letting me sack the old knight yet, is he? Let's see. What do I do here? Let me just pause to think.
The piece is coming.
Yep, he's going to have to play that. Now what?
I told his coach told him not to get checkmated on
He's doing fine, he's doing fine. Oh dear, he's doing very well actually. Okay, he's making me think.
So here's
Probably
a
a silly
scene.
move, but
Yeah, he's 9 years old.
he's doing fine, he's doing fine, he's doing fine. Okay, I thought he would take the knight, but no problem. He's giving me the F file.
Ooh.
Okay, now takes the knight. Fair enough. Now let's see.
Yep, triple pawns fighting.
Yeah, I mean triple pawns don't matter where you're trying to make.
Nope. Okay.
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's see how I can get around this king. Now, rook or queen? Yes, I was hoping you'd go there. Okay.
He missed bishop d4, bishop f6. I was curious to see what you do. Instead of
Yeah,
queen
I
f6,
thought that's
bishop
what he should have
d4,
played.
bishop f6.
He
But
should have got bishop
yeah,
takes, pawn and bishop f6.
yeah, and then I
Well,
thought because
let's go
you
for that. I still have queen. I still have queen. Didn't I? Still have queen. Let's go
queen
back. Did I still have
h7,
queen
yeah.
h7? At this
But
point, I thought he was going to take here. Yeah.
yeah,
Let's see. Oh,
you missed
oh,
you missed
annoy me.
you missed gf7
Yeah, but
though. You had made you had when you played hg5 back, you had ef7, which forced rook f7, queen
oh, at this
f7.
point.
So
Oh, yeah.
so
The
you
pawn
missed
takes
that.
pawn.
Yeah.
Rook takes. No, but I wanted to make him on h7. I wanted to take pawn takes pawn. Rook takes pawn. Queen takes.
Queen takes, and then rook h4, then rook f4, rook h4. So
Well,
yeah, but you wanted it prettier. But didn't he miss bd4? I think he missed bd4 though.
you're
bd4,
right. The pawn
bf6.
takes pawn is a bit better.
Yeah.
All right. We'll get you that. Pawn is always better.
Alright.
Okay, now let's see. I've got CWK Darren. I've got
Not.
Jamaica Chew. Let's try Jamaica Chew.
Alright, I don't know who that is, so try that one.
Jamaica Youth. Let's try Jamaica Youth.
Alright, so I'm not sure who Jamaica Youth is. Just identify yourself in the chat.
Okay, he's transposed. I thought he's playing the French. Let's try the Smith Morrigan then.
Alright, so we have a
Okay.
Mora on the board.
We're going into the classical line of the Smith Morrigan. Let's see what happens.
Welcome, Stupies. Yep. Mora Gambit.
He's not playing like a weak player. He obviously knows this line.
Yeah. He's quickly running in there. So
Give the guy credit. He's got a solid position. He's got a very solid position.
So Marcus, I came for two things. I came for the Mora and I came for the Elephant's Gambit. So definitely we're here for that.
I think I should just have played E5. I missed that.
I don't worry.
I should have played E5.
It will come back around. That's why we have you warming up.
I missed that. That was the move. Never mind. Yeah, and that's the correct move there. Yes, he's playing extremely well. Oh, yawn. This is just equal. Yeah. Okay, I'm wondering if to go for a risky line that I was looking at some years ago. Let's go for it. It's a bit risky, this. It's not in the books, really, though.
It's not in the
It's
book.
something I was working on.
So
It's something I was working on some Olympiads ago.
okay,
It's
so
right
chess
up
lover,
here.
it's not in the book, so you can keep that mayhem down. Philip says he held it back.
What it is, you allow bishop d4, which you're supposed to not allow, right? You deliberately allow it. You deliberately allow it, and then you expand your king side pawn, etc. Now what do we play? Let's chase that knight back. I think that's probably the thing to do.
So greetings, Giselle. Greetings. Good to have you on.
Okay, maybe that was not a good move. I missed knight d4. Knight d4 is a good move. Very good move. Okay, let me think about this. Let me pause and think about this. Is queen e3 possible? I'm probably taking too long now. Let's try it. This guy is playing not bad chess at all. Give him credit.
We're going to have fun tonight, Philip.
His rating is 1500
No,
question mark.
Nah,
So
he
I
just
questioned it.
He
And
created this account to play you.
I question if his rating is really 1500. He's playing quite well.
Nah, you're probably his first game on this account.
Yeah. I mean, he's still got a very nice. I would say it's dead equal still. I mean, I'm a pawn down, but I got a lot of space. I got compensation. But I'm not happy. I must say I'm not happy. Yep, another good move. I'm going to have to play some risky stuff here. Let's go. I really should not be weakening my king side so much in theory, but hey.
Yeah, you're Corbin. Hey.
Now, let's see. G5, he's got bishop H5. I go knight D5, he swaps and plays, takes the pawn. I'm just going to play quiet for now. Because I might get a rook across to the king to the H file or something at some point. I'm really asking him, what are you going to do? Okay, that's a good move. That's a very good move. He's threatening to sack. My king move was a bad move. He's trying to sack there and play bishop take d4. Ouch! That means I have to like play quiet for a bit. That was an excellent move. This guy is not bad. You gotta watch this guy. Good thing I have a little more time than he does.
Yeah.
Yep. Take advantage of the rook. All right. Time to maybe g5 now. I'm not sure. He still has bishop around. I'm not liking my position so much. I'm going to just start to defend a bit. Maybe or maybe not. I don't know. Let me think a minute. Okay, let's do it. Let's defend a bit. Not happy, not happy, not happy. If I go there, he plays knight takes pawn. No, I think I'm okay. I'm not happy though. I'm not happy. And we are both getting under a minute. We have an increment of 2 seconds every move, right?
Yeah, 2-second increment.
Okay. Basically, defending knight so to go rook c d1 and get that queen out of there. Okay, and he decides to move the queen anyway. And hit my bishop, which is not a bad idea. Time pressure, I'm just going to retreat the bishop. It's only 2 seconds. Playing very well. Finally he seems to have made a mistake. Doesn't he just drop the f-pawn? I think he's made a mistake at last. I've also got knight d5, which is very strong. I don't know why on earth he played knight d7. Don't know why on earth he did that. Let's grab some material first. And can I give him the b-pawn take here? Or do I worry about the b-pawn? Let's just hit him. Okay. Let's grab that. Get that down there. Oh, how can I make this man? Oh shoot. Time is going, time is going. Oh shoot, I'm dropping a pawn. Doesn't matter. Can I sack the rook? Not yet. What's he up to? Oh shoot. No, I'm
Time.
okay. Oh shoot.
Hurry up, time. Hurry. Ah, there
Oh,
we go.
that guy gave me some trouble. Oh my
Alright.
god, I think I blundered somewhere in the. Then I blundered the. What happened there? I thought, oh yeah, I blundered the queen. It's a good thing I was material up.
Good thing
I
your
blundered
time up.
the time up. Look, I should have
Ah.
lost that.
Alright, so we're shaking it
No, but
off.
that
Let's
guy
shake
played.
it off.
That guy played really well. Time for a break.
Yeah, at 3 games, we're going to the break at 3 games.
Yeah, that's 3 games, right? Is that
Yeah,
three?
that's 3 games. So let's
That guy is not 1500. No, no,
Alright.
no.
So let's get a check. Who is keeping score? That's 3 love. So
Three love.
3 love, Philip. Alright. So Philip, we're talking
So,
about family and how integral it is in the development and in your development and even mine.
yeah,
So you told me about your father and your brother. Now, the
yeah,
first game featured in your book, Calypso Chess, was in honor of your daddy, and I
yeah,
couldn't pass it up. I had to put it as the
yeah.
first
I
game
agree.
that you think that yeah, we have to pay honor and respect tonight to him. So you once you're ready, let's go through. Tell us about the game.
Yeah. Okay. Right here. Where's the game? Is the game up yet?
Yeah, I have it up. So just go
Hold
to
on.
your study and you'll have it.
Oh, okay. Right. Okay. I played. I was playing black. This is actually my first, or my earliest, not my first game, but my earliest recorded game against my dad. And actually, I was so pleased with it. Well, you'll see it soon. I decided to record it. I was about 12 years old. My dad played pawn to bishop for the English opening, or c4. And I played as normal and brought my pieces out. So I've already got 3 pieces out. He has not gotten any out. Okay, he pays my knight. Now comes the first. I offer him my queen. If he takes the queen, then if you just look at that, if he takes the queen, I hit here check and come knight in checkmate.
Hold on, this is your
Right?
daddy. Why are you doing this to your daddy so early? How old were you? How old were you?
well, well, but he didn't take the queen. He saw that. He saw that. He wasn't a bad player. So he played. He took the knight, and I took the bishop. He had to lose a pawn. So he's a pawn now, but I've still got a bit of an aggressive position here. He attacks the queen. I bring the queen in to attack his pawn on e4. He protects it. I bring my knight in. He castles. And now I sack a pawn. Yeah, well, I was into sacking. So this pawn move was just to gain time, so I could sack the bishop to open up the position. If he takes the bishop, I've got knight takes knight check. Um,
And we said
so
this
he
was your
decided to
daddy,
be clever.
right? Philip, this is just not being a
Well,
good son. This is not being
he
a
played
good
it just
son
so
at all,
because the
Philip.
pawn. If I take his knight, he's gonna win my queen, right? So I played I castled queen side. So if you just pause a minute, it's even on material. He can still try to take my bishop without taking his knight. In fact, that's what happened. Then he attacked my queen. And the normal move would be to take it, but I decided, you know what? Let me sacrifice this knight now. And he took with the queen. If he takes with the rook, what was it now? If he takes with the rook, in fact, the best line was taking with the rook. I'm going to come queen in check, take this pawn check, and I have an attack, but the king gets away. But he took with the queen. So I came in check, because the pawn is pinned, you can't take the queen. Check the game. So I've got at least a draw with perpetual check, but of course I wanted more. So I checked the game, and I decided, you know what, I'm not taking the draw. Rook up. Now this might, so I'm threatening rook across, but making dump on the H file. And he played queen here, and it looked like a good move because he's threatening, queen in to block the attack. He's also threatening bishop here check to fork my king and queen. But I had seen this. I sacrificed my rook. He has to take it, and it opens a line for my undeveloped rook, and now I'm threatening to mate him at the game. And so he stops the mate on H1, but opens the mate on F2.
This was the last time he spoke to you about your style, wasn't it?
So, as I wrote this game is in my book. It's the first game in my book, actually, of course. It's a tribute to my dad. And I say this is only one of many wonderful and enjoyable games that my dad and I played together. I owe him a great debt for introducing me to the joys of chess. Thanks, Dad.
Wow. This is amazing. I'm not sure what the conversation at the dinner table was after this game. I just can't see being happy with you. I can't see being happy with you at all, Philip. At all.
He was very gracious. He used to take the seat very graciously. I must say, my dad was very gracious.
Wow. Wow. So, one of the things that amazed me, you got your first brilliant surprise at 13. And I've seen this game that you played at 12, and now I understand how you could get your first brilliant surprise at 13. Because this is what you're doing. Talk to me about that tournament. Where was the tournament?
This was, okay, what happened was, I grew up in Barbados. I went to Harrison College for a year, and then my dad was posted at Barbados High Commission in London. He became the acting High Commissioner. So the whole family moved up to London. And soon after I was there, I decided to enter the London Under 14 Chess Championship. I had never played in any tournament before that. This was my first tournament. And in fact, because it was my first tournament, people were telling me, look, there's the amateur section, the beginner section, you should play in that. You shouldn't play in the Under 14. People were telling me that. I said no, because I had a feeling, I didn't know, but I had a feeling that I couldn't be that bad. So I played in this tournament. I came third. I only lost to the boys who came first and second. There were about 100 players. And the guy who won it went on to become the world junior cadet, the world cadet youth champion. Okay. And the guy who came second became an international master. They both did. Both of them went on to become noted chess writers. And as I say, I came third. I only lost to those two. And the thing about it, I knew absolutely no chess theory. I knew zero chess theory. So I remember the tournament when I played pawn to king 4, e4, and a guy played c5, the Sicilian. I was like, what is that move? I was like, what is that silly move? I was so used to my dad playing that either e5 or e6. So I've never seen c5.
So did you play d4? Did you play d4 right there? Because I'm wondering if you invented the Smith-Morrow.
I did not. I played, I think it was f4. I played F4. What I now know is called the Grand Prix attack. I had no idea what it was called, but I played the Grand Prix attack. And I think that game actually drew. I drew against the guy who came before. I remember also, the guy who won the tour played d4 against me. And for the first time in my life, I did not get an attack. So I was really worried. So I went home that night after losing to the guy who won the tournament. And not to play for England. And I was like, I've got to find something against d4. In fact, the real story, just to interject, another guy, d4 against me, And then I played back d5, but he played c4. I took the pawn and played d5 and a6. And afterwards, the guy was showing the game to his friends and was like, what effect is this? I've never seen this before. But David Goodman, who won the tournament, he beat me properly with d4. Never got a chance to attack. He played beautiful chess. So I went home that night and I cooked up the variation that then won me the brilliancy prize. I cooked it up at home. So if we go to it, oh, this is it, right?
Yeah.
So the story behind it is, this move, I had decided to play at home. I had analyzed, and actually, it was like New Year's Eve kind of thing, and I declined the chance to go to a party. It was around the end of the year. I told my parents I want to stay home and study some chess. So I did. And this was the move I came up with at home by myself. And the idea was if he took the pawn, I would recapture the knight. And then play knight c6, that kind of stuff. Because anyhow, let me not go into all outlines. Let's just go through the game. So he played this, knight c3. I defended. So it's a kind of like English opening battle. Look at it that way. And black has a fine development. My pieces came out. And I just developed big castles. And then here comes the first creative move. By the opening, I guess it was creative. But this move, knight e7, I was foreseeing already what was going to happen. I was looking pretty far ahead. I knew the knight was going to come here. And here, if he takes the pawn here, I can just play a rook around and say, queen moves and take the pawn on b2. And also, it sets a trap. If he takes the pawn on d5, let's just show let's show our audience. If he takes the pawn, that loses the queen, right? Obviously. Oops, sorry, let's go back. So he didn't fall for that trap. He saw, okay, I can't take the pawn because my queen would be lost. So he played the natural move. He moved the king, or a natural move. So now he's threatening to take the pawn. And now my natural move, anyone would play c6.
I would.
But
oh,
I played this move.
Come on.
When I played queen d7, I was planning to play this move whether or not he moved the king. I was seriously, I was planning this from the move before. The idea is, okay, you take my bishop, my queen and knights are coming for you.
Yeah,
you don't take the bishop, I'm going to back on g2.
Yeah.
So he took the bishop. I took back. Plays rook around actual move. I go knight here. If he takes the knight, I made him on h2. Meanwhile, I'm threatening knight takes knight, and queen takes on h2 checkmate. So he attacks the queen. Actually, he has to. So I got back the material, and now he's expecting my queen to move. But I didn't. I played knight here, offering him the queen. If he takes the queen, that's checkmate. So he played, so he defends the pawn. So he's threatening to take the queen again because the pawn is defended. So I offer the queen again.
Philip,
he takes the queen.
Philip. You give people nightmares, Philip. This is why I studied for you so hard when I had to play you. I did not want this on the board. At least let me feel like I have a chance, Philip. Oh, come on. In Jamaica, they'd say you have no behavior. That's what we'd say, no behavior at all.
He grabs the pawn, and so I grab a pawn too. Still leaving my queen where it is, because he still can't take it, because knight takes smothered mate. So now he attacks both the queen and the rook. And here it is where I did not know, at the time, remember I'm 13, I did my first tournament, I did not know chess etiquette. So I told him, I'm going to make you in 5 moves, and not made in 5. And he didn't believe me. I made the power made him 4. I showed him, he said, I'm going to take the rook and do this and do this, it's going to be made, and he didn't believe me. So
you announced it.
Yeah, I didn't know you're not supposed to do that in these days. Anyway, in tournaments anyway.
Romantic
Um,
chess player,
just to
boy.
say, there are actually two ways to do it. I could play rook to h3. That means very nicely.
Yeah, so Marcus just
But
showed up rook h3 a while ago.
yeah, rook to h3 is nice. But I wanted to sacrifice my queen. Let me go back. I saw rook h3. The reason I didn't play is because if I play rook h3, he's going to sacrifice his queen on f7 to delay things. And I said to myself, if anybody's sacrificing their queen, I'm going to be sacrificing. That was my reasoning. Besides, I told him rook, queen h rook. Then I hear he resigned because I've already shown him. If he plays the bishop back, I take check, and then mate from here.
I tell you, nightmares. If I lose like this, I would not sleep for weeks. Philip, I'd make it my lifelong duty to beat you back if I lost this way. It would be my life work to beat you.
They published the game in, not only the availability prize, but it was published in a magazine, and it got me quite a bit of publicity. Everywhere I met people would say, we started talking about this game. So yeah, it gave me a little publicity at the time.
Wow.
So yeah.
What a beautiful game. What a beautiful game. Wow. So Philip, you know it's time to go in again. You know what we do. We drink coffee and we battle blitz. So guys, again, not the masters, not the young up and coming. We have to give the other guys some chances first. So young players. So let's go. Who is there? I see Nathan Rabbit there. Who else is in the crowd? Anybody else under 1600 or young? Your turn to get the games. After that, we're going to go into full battle. So 3 games.
Okay, I see some challenges.
Tell me the names.
Darren M.
No, not his time as yet.
Darren M. I see Jaden S.
No, guys, I just told you none of the master levels.
Great improvisers. I see Aware Bunny.
Aware Bunny, you're waiting on Aware Bunny from before, so Aware Bunny's time.
Let's go for Aware Bunny.
Yeah.
I'm accepting Aware Bunny.
Yeah, so guys, remember, 3 more games. Yeah, Darren, you'll get your chance. You're 2300 blitz. Let the younger players play first, and then you guys are going to come.
Okay, he's played. Well, here comes my elephant. At least I think I'm going to play.
Alright, so elephant. Here we go. Here we go.
Now, here you can play knight takes pawn. You can play pawn takes pawn. There are lots of lines.
Here comes the
if
elephant.
Pawn takes pawn, I can play pawn forward, or I can play bishop d6. Whatever he does, I can play bishop d6. Yeah, there's a lot of moves, a lot of choice. You can play d4. You can play knight c3. You can take one of the pawns.
So Marcus and I. So Philip, you see the true fans in the house. Marcus and I are jumping out our seats right now going, we got the Moor and now we got the elephant. We came for this.
Okay. I'm going to play something called the Rhino.
The Rhino. Alright, here we go.
Rhino, one horn. The elephant has 2 horns. The pawns on e5 and d5 like 2 horns. This is 1 horn, so it's called the Rhino. It's not actually the best move. The best move is like either bishop d6 or even queen h pawn. But I don't like queen h pawn for the knight c3. You have to move the queen. This is the most aggressive and the riskiest line.
Alright, so we're all in.
And there's a story behind this. When I was young, in my teenage years, I actually played. Okay. That's not the best move. He's now got 2 pieces attacked at the same time. I think he's in trouble already.
Well,
he's gonna lose one.
If you challenge a Rhino, this is what can happen.
Yeah, I think even a queen here. I take the bishop, take the pawn. I play queen here. Yeah, he's in trouble. I think.
Yeah. So Philip Warren.
Probably queen there.
Yeah, I say Warren just came in and saying big up, and Shane just came in also. So Shane says hail up evening folks. Warren says big up Corbin. So they're coming in. They didn't go undefeated, so they're coming to also see you not go undefeated while still celebrating your night.
I'm sure it would be a miracle if I went undefeated.
Calypso chess at his best, yes, Shane.
aware everybody is taking his time wondering what to play. Don't blame him. By the way, the Rhino, when I was young and I was playing against a fella called CB Jilt, who was the chess champion for Barbados for many years before he came on the scene, and I dethroned him. We were playing friendly chess. We were one game apiece, and I was playing black, and I played the elephant against him. Okay, shall I just defend? I don't want to play f5. I might give him the pawn. Should I go here? No, I think here. Let's make him run with the knight, castle, and so on. The rate he's going to lose on time, though. Yeah. I could even have tried bishop g4, but no. Okay, shall I give him the pawn this time? Maybe. Maybe not. Decisions. Let's try this. And also stop queen b, whatever. Okay, that was not a good move, was it? Ah! I think I made a bad move. I think I made a very bad move.
You're good. You're good.
I know, but I didn't really want to give him the pawn that way. Okay, yeah. I have the pawn. I'm going to set it if he takes. Can you hear me, by the way?
Yeah, probably.
I'm going to say. Okay, let me not tell him what I'm going to play. Okay, rook around, he takes the knight. Let me see if I can pull off some tricks on the long diagonal. Well, he's going to play knight c3. Oh dear. I really should not have given him that pawn like that.
I'm still going for it. Why not?
Yeah, you never know. Some trick here. Shall we go for it, folks?
Yeah, here comes the trick. Yeah, here comes the trick. Oh, and that's 4.
Well, the thing is, if he hadn't taken the knight, I had attacking the queen, I'm threatening knight c2, all kinds of stuff. I don't think he had a big defense. Even if he played queen e4, swap queens and go knight c2. Anyway, that's it. Yeah.
Yeah, but the BB5.
He lost a piece in the opening.
Alright.
He was a familiar guy.
So Calypso Chess is the name. Nathan Rabbit. So Nathan Rabbit, your time. Line up.
Okay.
Who do you have?
I've got. Looking at them now, they're all pretty high rated. I don't see Rabbit yet. I see Talented Boy 9.
Talented Boy, you can play Talented Boy. I have a question from one of the viewers. If you're in Europe in early September 2018, because they thought they saw you there.
No.
So you have a look-alike.
2008. Wait a minute. Sorry. I was in Israel. I traveled via. I'm going to play a gambit. This is my own gambit. It's England gambit, but I play it my way.
Okay.
England. Oh, he's not taking it. Normally people take the pawn. But if they don't take the pawn, I play this move. Just to gain some space. I like it. My bishop here. If he plays a3, I play a5. I'm going to set a trap. Let's see if he falls into it. The trap is bishop. Can you hear me, by the way? I don't know. I shouldn't talk.
Yeah, don't tell the trap. Tell the trap after you play it. Don't tell the trap out. So you're in Israel. You're in Israel, September 2018. So it might have been.
Oh, he fell for it. He fell for it anyway.
So BF2.
That's the trap. Bishop d5 loses the bishop on check, knight of check, queen bishop. Yeah. So I take the bishop on into. Okay. Maybe just h6. I'm not sure. It takes knight takes. Queen up check, and then take the knight. Okay. Put the bishop. So gotta play this. Next move is queen 8 bishop, whatever he plays. Not mind telling him that. Yeah, this is a trap in this line. I think about it, even after I get the bishop, I still have a nice attack on the dark squares. If this dark square, bishop will be gone, of course. Now, he can play knight takes, or he can... Well, I should talk with the game. Yes, he plays knight takes. Now, queen there, he goes queen up. Or I can go queen. Oh, let me think. Let's try it. It's not lost yet. I mean, it's even on material. Of course, black is better. Yeah, he plays natural move. And I'm here thinking maybe f5, maybe takes. And I'll be threatening to win the rook as well as his knight. Not sure. If he moves the knight, yeah, maybe f5. F5 looks deadly. F5 looks pretty deadly. What am I missing? F5.
Alright, we're going to see if you're missing anything.
Because if he moves the knight, I go queen in check. Well, I don't know. We'll see. Or I could have played just simple like knight a6 or castles or something.
Nah, I like
the point is, if he takes the queen, I think he's in trouble.
Yeah, the crowd wanted f5. The crowd is jumping for f5. So give the crowd what they want. They want f5. They came to see the Caribbean Tal. So f5 it is.
Okay. Oh my goodness, he's really low on time as well. These guys are playing a little too slow.
Yeah, they can't manage these gambit things. These gambits hitting them left, right, and center.
Yeah, right there, probably the best move. And really, I should just swap queen or just castle or something, but you know I'm not going to do that.
Yeah, we know this.
No. Can he swap queens? No. What's he going to do? I'm not sure what he's going to do. You can try swapping queens later, or I can just castle. I'm not too sure what to do here. Just checking if how is he gonna can even go queen here check. You know what, I'm just gonna castle. The idea is I can always bring my queen back. Okay. Okay, good. My queen is pretty safe where it is now. So let's start getting the knight in the attack. Yeah, well I've got that square. You can protect both squares when the knight will come in. And now, the end is near.
The end is near.
Yeah. So the final question. Okay, I've got a perpetual, but I want more. Oh my goodness. I thought I had something. How about knight here? Ooh, this looks nice. Let's try it.
Yeah, you had to have something.
My knights are jumping in on him. If he moves the rook. Okay. Yeah, let's win the queen first. In fact, I think it's force mate. I think he has a thing and then it's mate. Okay, at least he doesn't lose on time. Checkmate.
Philip, you're going to leave a lot of people with nightmares tonight. And the sheer pleasure that you're having doing this. The sheer pleasure that you're having.
Well, I enjoyed that one, yeah.
Yeah, the Caribbean Tal himself, showing why we call him that. All right, one more game and then we go to the next game. Who is there? Tell me who is
All right,
there.
let's see who's there. Darren M, Jaden S, great improviser, and Nathan Rabbit.
Yeah, Nathan Rabbit. So grab Nathan Rabbit. Those guys get a run next time.
Okay,
So let's go.
here we go. Which gambit will it be? It's going to be some gambit. I can promise them that. Well, they can always be flying, you know. But okay.
So Orlando, welcome. So the big guns here, the big guns line up in the next segment.
Hey. Aiming to get it. Boo and hiss. Boo and hiss, he stops me.
Yeah,
Well,
those.
let's get an early castle in. Let's castle early and see what happens.
So Philip, they're saying that the last position needed to have been framed.
Nice. Okay. Trying to open the F file and so on. Get his king. Presumably he's going to castle king side. Not yet sure how I'm going to attack that king. He takes out of the pawns. My knight is jumping in. Ideally, I like my bishop on c4, actually. Okay, he takes that one. I could play c3 and gambit. Ah, just for the fun of it.
Well, let's see.
Yeah, just for the fun of it. Just for the fun of it. Really, I should play knight takes pawn, but you know.
It's all about having fun and giving nightmares today.
Yeah.
So Orlando, Mr. Dream and Ambition is on, but Philip is here to give nightmares tonight.
Oh, that's a good move. Oh, shucks. He's getting him a bishop. You're getting my nice, juicy attacking bishop. Never mind. He's still got quite a lineup of pieces. E5 is coming one day. Or maybe F5 first. He's low on time. These juniors are playing. I presume they're all juniors are playing a little too slow.
Yeah,
I'm the one
happen.
who should be playing slow. I'm in my 60s. I should be playing slow, right?
Right, the 14-year-olds are waiting. So we have four 14-year-olds waiting for you. So they play
Okay.
fast. Yeah,
All right.
Harper, he talked about the E4 pawn. I was wondering too.
I decided to play F5 first. E5 can always play. Yes, I thought he's going to play that. No, should I give him my B pawn? Just for the fun of it. Why not? Then again, he has knight G4. Do I play? Okay, I'm gonna. Or just move my king.
Darren, what you saying about my training, Darren? Reminds you of training.
No, I move the king because I want to get in E5. I want this thing. So, lose a little time, but that's okay. I got to watch out for knight G4 though. Yeah, that's not a bad move. I don't want to let knight G4. I'm just taking a little time here. Okay, what are you going to do about E5? Ew, going to try that, are you? I think here's where I will give a pawn. Have the B pawn. Or I could have played e5, you know. Maybe that was even better. But he had pawn takes, maybe. Okay, e5. It's now or never, maybe. Plays pawn x pawn. I go knight there. Yeah, let's try it. Let's see what happens. Plus, if I get that knight to move, I've got knight b5 coming in. Oh, shoot, he's down to only 13 seconds. It's really playing, these guys are playing too slow. Yeah. Now. Knight there. Pawn takes, bishop takes, bishop there. I think it's been, let's see, shouldn't talk about the game. Yes, I was just about to say, you might be getting into trouble with the queen. Forced, oh no, time up. Yes, queen h pawn. I'm really sorry this game ended actually because it was getting really interesting. Probably queen h pawn is okay for him. Let's go back. Yeah, I'm not totally happy with how I played this one. Maybe rook around instead. All right, but
Don't you know 6-0?
yeah, think so. Yeah, but
So about the
I
big
kind of
guns
misplayed on
waiting,
the task point.
the young big guns
Fine.
waiting though.
All right.
Alright, so let's see some of the comments. So we have Marcus thanking you. I remember when I built a database of all Corbin's Morons games. Good memories. Marcus, I did the same in order to survive the Mora. I'm not sure to play it. I did it to survive the Mora. So I went through all of his games to try to see how not to become a victim. Alright, so we have the youngsters saying that your games remind them of training because they have to be doing all of this attacking chess. So they were saying, watching your game, they're learning kingside majority, attacking the castle king and attacking the uncastled king. So you have the youngsters in training.
I love it when the king is stuck in the center of the board and you know the dog taking pawns and the king's still in the center.
That's real funny. Real funny. So I'm trying to stop laughing. This is the most I've laughed in an interview. I tell you, your love for the game is so infectious. It is so infectious. I've never met anyone who loves the game as much as you. Nobody. So Phil, trust me. Your favorite chess memory. So we have that as a game. Talk to me about this favorite chess memory, Philip.
Okay, is this the game against Alan Friedman? I think it is.
Yeah.
Or is it? I have two good memories. I think it's the one against. Okay.
This is the one against
I think
Friedman.
It's the one against Alan.
Yeah.
Sorry?
Yeah, this is the one against Friedman. Friedman.
Right. The story behind this. As I said earlier, I went to secondary school in London, Henley Country Grammar School. I won the championship there for a number of years. The first time I entered, I didn't win it actually. A much older guy won it. Anyway, point is, I developed my chess there, and Alan Friedman was a very good friend of mine to this day. Is a very good friend of mine, and we used to sit together in class, and she had a lot of fun together. So, 1978, I'm getting ready to go back to Barbados from London, and Alan and I are in a little restaurant, and we are having a farewell chess game. We don't know if we're going to see each other again. We played many afterwards, but so the game had emotional value, and also the finish. My final move is one of the most memorable. Well, let's just show the game. Let's just show the game. How do I bring it up here?
It's there.
Have you got it?
Yeah, I have it up on my own. So anytime you're ready, just play through.
Oh, okay. Here it is. Try to find it.
Number 3 in the study.
Right, got it. I got it.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm white. I play e4, of course. 90% of the time I play e4. E5, which Alan always played, and I played the King's Gambit. Now, strangely enough, I haven't played the King's Gambit that much in my career. It's one of the few games where I played. I prefer d4 or bishop c4. Anyhow, so he took the pawn, and the first couple of moves were kind of standard. Well, it said d5 was supposed to be antidote to Gambit, so he plays d5. I castle. He plays what looks like a natural move, bishop g4. And I think my pawn won at this point, yes, but I'm ahead in development, you see. And here he makes a mistake, right in trying to swap off pieces, basically. But it was a mistake. So I swapped, I was forking queen and rook, and then I hit him on f7. So he takes. And no, sorry, he didn't take. He should have taken immediately, but if he takes, if he takes, I go knight there, down check, discover check, and take the bishop, something like that. He decided not to take, so I just developed the piece. Then he said, okay, let me take it. So I went knight there, double check from the knight and the rook. He went back, I took to the queen. I'm now threatening queen there, mate. So he stops the mate and he offers an exchange of queens. Right in the Evil material, if I change queens, it's just a boring game. But I fought for quite a while here, and I saw how to win. And I played rook takes bishop check. He has taken. I check it because it looks like I've sacrificed a rook for nothing. But I then played the final move of the game, knight here. Now, Alan thought for ages. Alan thought for about 10 minutes. Point is, if he takes the queen, if queen takes queen, knight to e7 is checkmate. If he does nothing, he plays like pawn here or something. I take his queen and then play knight e7 checkmate. If he plays g6, I go knight in check and win the queen. If he plays h6, it still doesn't matter. Queen h, knight in checkmate. There's nothing you can do. And of course, if he takes the knight, if queen takes knight, queen to c8 check, queen back, and queen takes queen mate. E8. I've got knight in check, queen takes knight, queen down to c8 check. Whatever he does, he's lost. Totally lost. So he thought for 10 minutes and then toppled his king. And this was the most memorable move and most memorable, because, number one, it's an emotional game of emotional importance. So we're saying goodbye. We used to play chess together a lot. This was our final chess game. And to end it like this, could not have wanted a better finish. So yeah, that's my most memorable, or my most magic memory in chess.
And this was 1978. Did you meet up? Did you ever play him again?
Yeah. I trying to think. We tend to analyze games every week. I still send him games. I will of course be sending him this recording, so he'll be seeing what I'm saying. But
I can understand why, because I'm seeing all of your checkmates are picturesque. So I'm seeing that in the comments. So I'm understanding why you'd send him games time and time again.
Yeah, I like a nice pretty thing.
Yeah.
So
Philip.
So that was
Yeah, Barbados probably has one of the longest, if not the longest, chess history in the Caribbean. And there was a brilliant book written, I've heard about the book, by Michael Ford, which covered the history of Barbados chess. Now, I think you have a copy of that book, treasured copy of that book.
I do.
You have played
correct.
50 years of chess. Walk us through. You have many viewers right now from Jamaica, many from Trinidad. I had Aruba earlier on in the house. I have US here right now, and a couple from Barbados. But walk us through what you would think are the most significant historic moments in Barbados chess and just things we need to know about Barbados chess because, as I've said, you probably have the greatest chess history of all Caribbean countries, and you have it documented. So difficult question, I know, but we need to know. We need to know.
We have had a number of memorable moments. If I go back to the 1980s, we had a guy who was in Barbados from Grenada, Grenadian born, if I recall. His name was Ron Buckmeyer, and he beat an international master in 14 moves flat in the British Championship. He also won two major US tournaments in a row. I was at the second one, the World Open. Buckmeyer just had a most amazing temperament. He was super cool, and he was very positional. And we had a match in his heyday. He won the match. When I was in England. Well, I always knew he was going to become very good because he beat me in a series of blitz games before he went to England to do my postgraduate study. I got a master's and a doctorate in electrical engineering. But before I left to go to England, I had played him, and he had beaten me 3 blitz games in a row. I was like, what? This guy's going to become Barbados champion. I told people that. They didn't really believe me, but he did. He became champion a few years in a row while I was overseas. When I came back, we had a match, and he won the match. Won it convincingly. He was really, really very, very good. I remember once, for example, we played a game where after he complimented me on not winning his queen, got it wrong. He complimented me. He saw how he could have won my queen. He complimented me on the trap I had set in a launching to win my queen meant I'd had a lot of positional compensation. I had not even seen me to win my queen. The guy had looked something like 7 or 8 moves ahead. And I was like, wow. So there was the Buckmeyer era. Then there's Kevin Denny. After Buckmeyer left for the States, he became a mathematics professor somewhere by New York. And I think he's still a professor up there somewhere. Kind of lost touch with him. But then it was the era of Kevin Denny. It was like I dominated in the 1970s. At one point, I made 5 years without losing a single game, actually, in Barbados. But Mark took over when I was overseas studying. When I came back in the champ, the outsider, then I came back and I won like a lot of games. Oh, I think I lost my first 2 games. So then I won the remaining 9 in a row. But Mar won 10. I was the only person to beat him. Anyway, the point is, after the Mar years, it was then the Kevin Denny years. International master Kevin Denny, who became, I would say he was the first player in Barbados to really know theory. Then he had a whole library of books. When we would go to the Olympiad, he'd have a suitcase. He'd have a suitcase of clothes and a suitcase of just books. I was like, whoa. And trying to beat Denny was like trying to beat a book. I mean, and the thing about it, he targeted my openings. So I remember for a time I was playing the Accelerated Dragon, then he just targeted it and found out how to beat it. He targeted my more slip on, so he had it down to how to beat it. Mind you, he struggled against it, I must say, but point is he was an extremely good player. And in terms of another memory for Barbados, in I think it was 1988, right, in the Olympiad where we played in Greece. Round 1, Barbados was playing Israel, and it was our finest hour. Kevin Denny was playing board 1. He was on board 1, I was on board 2. Kevin Denny beat an international master. Sacrifice his queen to make the man.
Yeah, Greenfeld. Yeah.
So we're 1-0 up on my board. I have got 11th national master. I have him in trouble. He's real nervous. He's chain smoking and really nervous. And we had a whole crowd, I kid you not, a whole crowd of spectators were round our match, Barbados, Israel. When they saw 1-0 go up to Barbados, when they saw the international match on board 2 in trouble, and on board 3 we had a high possibility of a draw, people were ringing the board, and they were ringing my board in particular to stick Morrigan the game. I should have said it to you. It's more a gambit game where all kinds of complications are happening. But I'm in time trouble, so you see, we're in terrible time trouble, all kinds of chaos on the board. And I had to decide in time trouble, do I play knight h6 or knight f6? Knight f6, it turned out late analysis, would have won. Our coach was all excited at the time, he told us, Courtney's going to win. But I played knight h6 and the man got away. And then the spectators left, it looked like we were going to lose. But then I pulled it back and actually drew the game. Unfortunately, you didn't draw the third.
Hold on, was this the one where you put on your coat? Was that the game?
Yeah, let me tell you that story. So, they came, in the ending, it was a bishop and pawn ending. And I'm in trouble, but I fought for 45 minutes. I focused like crazy on the board. And I found a beautiful way to force a draw. And I'm convinced the guy did not see it. Well, I know he didn't see it. So I was like, okay, we got this draw now. So I got up to put on my coat. I'm relaxing. And the guy said to me, sit down and show me some respect. I'm really 25. It was 25, 65 or 55, some really high number. And the thing is, I had no idea the guy was rated so high. All I know is it's an international match, not 25 something. I'm like, whoa, I better really draw this game. So you should have said that. But I sat down and made sure I then drew.
The man says I am 2,500, sit down and show me respect.
That's what he said.
How dare you, Philip?
All I was doing was putting on my coat. I was a bit cold and I knew I was getting the draw as well. And I knew soon. And even the way the game finished, because it was, I claimed the draw by repetition, 3-4 repetition, because there was no way through for him. Mm-hmm. And he's still trying to play, so I claimed the draw by 3-4 repetitions. And he had to call the average because he didn't believe me. Poor fella. I think that game probably still haunts him.
Some amazing chess history.
But the thing about that, we had news reporters around us after the match, asking us, where is Barbados? And we made headline news in the tournament bulletin. You used to have a tournament bulletin that shows them after every round. And the thing about it, if I had only won, to this day, I said to myself, why did I not play knight f6 and win that game? We would have drawn against Israel, one of the top countries in the world.
I think you drew. You'd have beaten them. You'd have beaten them.
If I had won my game.
Yeah.
The match of the tied to all. And if the guy on board 3 had drawn his game that he should have drawn, he would have won that match against Israel. That's nice. So that's a memorable moment for Barbados. Thinking back, okay, we won some Caribbean championships in the 80s, 90s. Then we had Butmar, myself, and Denny playing for Barbados. We were like winning the Caribbean championships. A memorable moment. I know you're in Jamaica, so I don't want to upset the Jamaicans, but you all had a Caribbean Chess Championship. I can't remember which year it was, around about 1990 or 91 or something, where the tournament was in Jamaica. And to me, you guys rigged it a bit because you said it must be three males and the female. You all had a strong female. Your females are strong. So who was bigger than your female. And it came down to the last round. Teams, we had to beat you all to win the title of Caribbean Chess Championship title, champions. And it was like, I was on board 1. I lost in time trouble. Very exciting game. Board 2, Butmar agreed to draw. I didn't think he should have, but he agreed to draw. Board 3, Kevin Denny. Your guy missed a win against Kevin Denny, and Kevin Denny won. So the match is tied. It hangs on the female. So what had happened was, our female, Amanda Tudor, Denny and Butmar, we had coached before the game. We had studied your females play. I remember her name.
Hope Anderson. And the late Hope Anderson.
I can always check the book. I can't remember her name.
Yeah, Shane just told us, Hope Anderson.
Okay. We targeted her. We said, you know what? She's vulnerable to the Stonewall attack. And we taught Amanda how to play and Amanda played it beautifully and won. And we also told her, look, she loves cake. To this day, she owns a delicatessen. She owns a little shop in the mall which sells cake. She loved, and it happened to be at the hotel. There was this beautiful cake, and he told Amanda, look, you win that last game for us. We will buy that cake for you.
You found how to motivate her.
She won. Yeah, we gave her great incentive. She wanted to the cake. And we won the tournament, you know. That was another memory. I'll never forget that. And you, I remember Jamaicans, you guys were wondering, how did we lose to Barbados?
Yeah, that's so true.
Oh, that was fun. What other memories? Chess got pretty strong, as I say, with Denny, and then, of course, we had Terry Farley, who's one of the most tactical players. Loves computations like me. Terry Farley loves tactics. We've had some fireworks games, me and Terry Farley, International Master Terry Farley, some memorable games. And then you had Delisle Warner, who was very positional. And me and Delisle had some real tough battles where he is like fending for dear life with black, and I'm trying to sack here and there with white against his French. Oh, but he's a good player. Don't get me wrong, he's a very good player. And we have some up-and-coming juniors. Of course, how can I give Orlando Husbands? Right now, Orlando Husbands is like, whoo, this guy can become a grandmaster. He's probably listening right now.
Yeah, he said hello earlier on, so he's on supporting you tonight.
Listen, was it last year or the year before? I think he won every single game. I can't remember. He allowed to draw. He won national championship, the rapid championship, the blitz championship, and he just blew away everybody. And I think like last year he managed to almost win all three. I came second, I think, in the blitz, whatever. But he's extremely good. So he's keeping up the series of good players we're producing. And we have some really fine juniors coming up, like Justin Blackman, Nitin McTanney, and others. I know if I start to call it all names, people will say, like, why did you leave up my name? You know, Brian Preston. You have some up-and-coming juniors. This is a life on the island.
So
you got one. Well.
Let me put you on the spot now, Philip. If you had, because your dream team. So you have four of you. You have one space. Who else would make up your dream team? Keres, Fantan, Sodafala.
For sure.
Elifeli,
I would put Orlando. Okay, if I was to pick players at their team, I would put Orlando. He's not at his peak now.
Yeah.
Or approaching it. I'd put Orlando Husbands on board one.
Mm-hmm.
Kevin Denny at his peak would be definitely board two.
Mm-hmm.
Board three, I would put Terry Farley, International Master Terry Farley. So put the IMs on the top three boards.
Mm-hmm.
Ron Buckmeyer only became FIDE master. He stopped playing a lot of tournament chess, but at his peak, I would put him on board. For reserves would be Delisle Warner, and I might sneak in a place on the reserves. That would be it.
Oh, what a team! What a team! Oh, I love that team. I love that team, Philip. Love that team. Love the team.
Okay.
I'm trying to think. Would I have changed anything? Maybe shift a little board order, but definitely I'd be going for those also. What a team. Philip, time again. You have to go into the fire. Blitz time again, and the big guns are ready. Are you ready?
Boy, here we go.
Yeah, let's see if you can pull the 9-0. Are you ready?
I'm going to try my best.
You're going to try your best. Alright, so let's go.
Okay,
let's switch back over.
We've got Darren M, Jaden S, and the great improviser.
Anybody, it's up to you now. Free for all. You take them out one at a time.
I'm going to try Jaden S.
Let's go.
Try him. Here we go. I hope he's still there.
He's here, don't worry.
He's probably wondering what to play then. How's he going to avoid the gambling? Okay. What do I play? two gambits against the French. I'm going to play this one. It's called the, well,
Well, wait and then you
it's
play
called,
it.
it's called, right, it's called the Wing Gambit. The Wing Gambit.
Well, let's go. He's sharp also, so we're going to get fireworks.
Now, do I play h4? He's threatening me. Do I cap or do I play h4 or do I play bishop? I've got a lot of good moves here. I'm not sure which one to play.
Whatever you do, these guys are fast, so it won't
Yeah,
be.
he's ahead on time. He's ahead on time. He's ahead on time. Ah, he didn't realize I could still play that move though. Yeah. Harry the H pawn, they call it.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, if I go there, he sacks. I shouldn't talk with the game.
Nah, he's listening. He's listening. So after you play it, you do it.
I think I'm okay. I don't think he can do it. Let's try it. There's a, you know, I'm just thinking bishop is strong on that diagonal. I'm not sure it's the best move. I mean, I could have kept it if the bishop was on the king side. Yeah, that's a good response because he's got knight f4. Well, let's chase the queen back first. Oh, actually, you can't even cast him, can you? Okay, let's. Oh, that's nice. Let's just constrict him a bit. Don't want him to play knight f4. Okay, yeah, he's trying for queen takes pawn. Fair enough. He would also come in knight d5. Do I give him the pawn? No, of course not. I don't think we should give him the pawn. Like getting c4 maybe. c4, c4. Oh, he's hitting the bishop. Oh shoot. You know, I hadn't realized that. You know, I'm not happy about losing the bishop. Ah! He's also threatening knight takes here. Is that a concern? I don't think you can take that. I'm taking too long, talking too long. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, focus on the time because that's where it's quite dangerous.
Just save him a bishop. What's he planning to do now? Do I get him c4? I don't mind a check. I can always move my king. Yeah, if I thought he would check. My king is perfectly safe on f1. I think. Okay. Oh shoot, that's a good move. I don't want the knight pin. That's another good move. I don't want. Hang it all. I don't like that move. I see a little trick. I'm not sure it works. Oh, it doesn't work. No, I could have played it last move. Bishop takes pawn. Here he plays bishop takes knight. Queen takes. Pawn takes bishop. Queen there, check. Does it work? Does it work, somebody?
I don't know, but watch
I'm
your
not sure.
time. Watch your time.
Yeah. Okay, we're going for wildness.
Right. So we're going wild.
We're going wild. Just sack the bishop. But I got queen b7 check. I'm not. Has he fallen for it? Maybe he missed queen b7 check. I think he's in trouble. He should maybe try king takes bishop. That would have been fun. I have no idea what would have happened. Okay, he's resigned.
Alright, so that's 7. Nice,
okay,
nice.
bishop takes e6 probably wins, yeah.
Alright, who's coming next? Who are you seeing, Philip?
Oh, sorry. Darren and the Great Improviser, Sinboy, Baptiste. I'm going to try Sinboy.
Alright, okay. Let's go. He has beaten the most people so far. Himself and Baptiste have taken out the most masters on the show so far.
Now you tell me. Now you tell me. Okay, he's wondering what to play. Okay, stiff bar right here. Will he take the ball? Yeah, I usually play 4. I can allow b5. That's a line as well. All right. I could try this. I used to play this in my youth. Bishop g5. People always play f6. The idea is to weaken the king side pawns of black. All right. Knight d4 I've got. Bishop g. Let's try it.
Yeah, we're having a lot of fun here.
So
chess, you have to wait until later. Yeah, can't run on Philip as yet. Let him reach his 12 first. We're aiming for 8 now.
The idea is eventually to dash my f pawn up to f5. Actually, I shouldn't be telling him that.
No, don't tell him.
Yeah. This person hear what I'm saying. Sorry. It's pretty evenly balanced right now. Slightly ahead on time. In fact, in one of the games that I've sent you is roughly the same line I'm playing. Not exactly, but the same kind of idea. I've won an Olympiad game this kind of line.
I was wondering what he came with, because when he came on, he said good night and then asked if this was Mr. Smithmore and Mr. Elephant Gambit. So I figured he had something.
Yeah. Yes, it is indeed.
So if he gives you a minute, you say thank you and you take it.
Oh yeah. It's understandable though. This position is not so easy to play for black.
Let him figure it out himself. Yeah, but let him figure it out himself, Philip. They're listening. After you tell him. These young players are tricky. Let his time go and say, hold on, Philip will soon give me a hint.
Half played, but I won't tell him. Okay, yeah, players usually play that earlier up. Most players will play like g6 at some point. Yeah. But my bishop is quite happy on g3. Actually, it loves the bishop. So g3, when I play bishop g5, g3 is where I want it to be. Now I have to just focus a minute, because I think he may be setting a trap. Yeah, I want to play f4, but bishop c5 is complicated. So we're going to play it safe. Oh no!
Yeah, you forgot something. Don't worry, just focus. He forgot it too.
He missed it.
Yeah, he
Oh, I can't
forgot it
believe.
too. He forgot it too.
Oh my goodness me. He missed knight takes
Yeah, he
c5,
missed
4. I
it.
was lost. I was dead lost. I'm like, what? Normally I pull the bishop back to a2 or b3. Okay, enough excitement. Let's try to beat this guy. If I go there and start a pawn, what happens? I'm not sure, but it looks good. It looks good. It looks good. So here we go. On sack. Not sure if this is going to work. H5 is a square the queen likes to get to in these kind of lines, especially if it's queen over on the queen side. Okay, I didn't expect that. Um, that's fine. I'm happy with that move. He's going to win that pawn, but I don't care. I really do not care. No, take with the knight or the. What's he doing? Oh, clever. He's trying to get a clean swap. Oh,
Yeah.
shucks, he's spoiling my fun.
Yeah, you nearly dropped it.
Oh,
Nearly dropped it.
I nearly dropped it in truth. He nearly got me. Okay. Did he blunder? Yes, he
Yeah, he
blundered.
did. He did.
I was playing for that trap. I was
Yeah.
playing for that trap. Oh, long live traps. Now, I gotta watch those pawns. Yeah, not totally happy here. Not totally happy. Not sure my king should be going out there. Ah! Um, yep.
Ooh, another picture
I was,
moment.
yeah,
Ooh, another
you
picture
fell,
moment.
you fell for that trap. You fell for that trap. I mean, I decided to leave the pawns and go for the king, you know. Risky, but it worked. And he had a little time, you know.
Yeah, yeah, Marcus always playing for me. Uh, we have somebody taking pictures for their mate book. All right, one more and we get back into game. I think
Oh, okay.
this was the number 8, 3, 6. Yeah, we played 2. We played so number 8.
All the rest are rated over 2200.
Your choice.
I'm taking back to 876.
All right, so let's go.
Okay. I'm never too sure what to play against that move. I don't like pawn take, even though it's the best move.
Doesn't allow you to gambit.
Yeah. The black position is fine here. It's just morally equal. Okay. What's she threatening? Nothing much. Just playing solid. Or trying to. Okay, do I take the knight? I guess not. Okay, he's aiming to. Yeah, bishop e3 or bishop d2. I'm not totally happy with my position. Okay, I'm not sure that's the best move, but hey. I don't mind him taking these moves. But I get the F file, you know. For what it's worth, I get the F file. Let's complete development. Oh, thank you very much, sir. You're castling queen inside? Well, I am very happy about that. Let's go. He's coming for me on the king side, but I think he's a bit slow. Do a sack a pawn. Or just play pawn takes. Yeah, that's coming. Okay, let's go. Have a pawn. Yeah, I don't blame him for not taking it either. If I go there, he's going to block. I don't necessarily want him to block at the center. Let's try that. Not sure that's a good move either. Maybe not. Maybe I should have played b4. I'm a bit low on time. Not intentional. Trying to figure out how to get through the queen side, yes. He's gonna... My knight will just come over to the queen side, no problem. I think I'm okay on the king side. It looks threatening, but I think I'm okay. Right. The heart starts to beat a bit faster around about here. I could win the pawn, but pawn takes queen check. Obviously, I don't want to do that, do I? Time is ticking. can't play b4 yet, or I could do. Just trying to open the b file, yes. We're going to block the king side. Thank you very much. Okay, what's he doing? What's he doing? Knight takes. Yeah, he stopped me from playing c5. That's fine. Sorry. I need the c file. Time. Oh, I missed the move. I had knight there, check. Ah! Do not miss these moves, Corbin.
Yeah, watch your time too.
Hello. That's an interesting move. I'm doing okay, but the time. All right. Where do I get hidden? Where do I hit him? Oh shoot, is that a blunder? Could be a blunder. Ah! We'll soon know if it's a blunder or not. No time to talk, folks. Uh-oh. Yeah, I missed that, I missed that, guys. It's super tense. Um, ah!
Just play.
I'm in trouble.
Yeah, but just play.
I've lost. I lost. I lost. I lost. I lost. I lost.
And
Lost.
Baptiste breaks the streak. Ah,
Ah! Oh.
yeah, too little
Yeah,
time to
go
solve it.
back. I thought takes knight check and mate, but he moved the king around. That was sneaky. And he's fucking made into queen here check and then queen f1 check. I don't know if I have to move actually to save the game. And this knight, I could play him like rook there check, but he's got the knight covered in the checking square. You see what I mean? I go rook there check. Oh, he just plays rook takes rook, and the knight covers the mating square. Oh, I have to play knight back here. Knight back to f3. He has queen takes pawn. Rook takes pawn. Oh, it was close. It was very. I think I should have won that. I went wrong somewhere surely, but yeah, probably. Here was really risky. I'm threatening mate. If he takes the rook, I take here check and then take his queen. This was a fun position.
Which position are you at? What position are you at? Move
Let me
what?
go back. Sorry. Oh, you're not seeing it. After move 40 was the interesting position. Move 40.
With queen
If you go
f3?
back. Yeah, because I'm threatening to take his queen, take either queen. Well, I can't take the queen on b8. But I was looking at, maybe you should just play queen e4. Okay. It wasn't as good as I thought. Now I look at it, I'm not really winning this at all. Okay, he deserved to win. He played quite well. He played very well. And that b pawn, I should have, probably going back. At some point, I think I should have taken the b pawn. Oh no, but he played knight h5. It's a very good game.
He just kept on holding on and holding on.
All at the back piece. That was a very good game. He held on nicely.
Yeah, he has been doing this week in, week out. He has been doing this. Philip, what keeps you motivated? You're playing 50 years now, Philip. What keeps you motivated? What gives you that love we just saw? What does this? 50 years of chess.
It's love of the game, mate. What keeps me going? It's sheer love of the game. Chess is just such a beautiful game. That's what keeps me going, really. Love of the game. As simple as that.
Simple love, and as I said, there's nobody I know that loves this game as much as you.
But, if you play a nice combination, there's no feeling. You get such a wonderful feeling, such a feeling of satisfaction. When you play a nice combination, sack a rook or a queen and made up the guy, that's just pure pleasure,
So we have a term called a butu in Jamaica. And I will tell you that the butu among us get sheer satisfaction also from saving lost positions. So when the position is lost and you find that one thing to save it, and it gives you such joy.
Yeah.
And we call it, it's a butu.
When you pull off a miraculous stalemate.
Yeah. That gives you that joy also. Gives you that sheer pleasure, that joy also, my friend. Alright, so let's get back to your games. And one of the games that really, really made me smile was this game against Chobinski. And it brings me to my next question, because you played this game while you're studying for your doctorate in electrical engineering. How do you balance? Yeah. How you balance? You're a professional Dr. Philip Corbin. We'll always put the chess title more than anything else, but professionally, you're Dr. Philip Corbin. So how have you balanced throughout the years?
Well, I was very blessed. I worked for many years at the island's sole utility company, the Barbados Power Company Limited, and they were more than supportive. They used to let me take leave, either full leave or half leave with pay to play the Olympians, for example. They would. I actually was the editor of a chess column for their weekly bulletin. I would put a chess puzzle in. I also formed a chess club there called the PowerPoint Chess Club. I was the president for a couple of years before leaving the company. Um, and they also brought in a chess set with giant life-size pieces, and they put in the middle, in the courtyard, right in the middle of all the buildings. And I would play people on that giant chess set and people watch. Other work environment. Yeah.
So, Philip, are going to make an exception here. We have our female under 10 champion who I just got a message from her mother that she has been watching for the last 2 hours and would like to play before she goes to bed.
Certainly.
So we're going to go back over to play one more game of Blitz.
Right.
She is fierce.
Challenge me.
Yeah.
She's what? Sorry?
Fierce 2020, I think her name is. I think the name is
I'm
Fierce
for her.
2020.
I don't see her yet.
Alright, so if you can challenge Fierce 2020, FIERCE 2020. I was telling you, it's amazing. The young players are sitting watching straight through. And she has been on for 2 hours.
FIER
CE 2020.
2020.
Yeah.
I'm looking for her now. I see her. Okay, I think if I click this one, challenge the game, and we'll go to 3+2 blitz. Let's see if this works. I'm not sure I've done it correctly.
I'm hoping.
I'm not so used to light check. No, it doesn't work. Let me try again. FIERCE 2020. Okay, I'm finding her again because it's pairing me against CANAZA44. How can I say? So I'm going to abort the game. Oh dear, I'm not sure how to get this done. Maybe if I click.
Alright, so she signed. They said that she had signed out, so she's signing back in. So that okay.
Oh,
okay, that's what's happening. Okay, so she. Alright, so okay now they're telling us good night. So that's a pity. So saying tired now. So the mother's saying sorry, but they have been watching. They're watching too much. I am so sorry because I would have loved her to play. Definitely would have loved her to play. Alright, so let's go back over. Let's go back over now, and you tell us about Chabinsky, yeah.
I'm trying to find the going back. Okay, just had it. Okay, back up, right. Okay, Corbin Chabinsky. This was the opening round of the under 2200 section of the 1985 World Open in Philadelphia. My first tournament game on American soil. In 1984, British champion Robert Meyer and I had gone up to play. We were the only players in this section to play unbeaten. Okay, here we go. So I'm playing white. Smith Mora. He declines it. I insist, take it. He keeps declining it, so I take it. So we're even, but it's a new gambit now. I said it. Instead of taking back the pawn here, I played rook to c1. Offering basically let him stay a pawn up. He moves the queen because he's frightened of knight to d5. We'll get to the exciting bit in a minute. So I pushed pawn to d5. Here's where it starts to warm up. Knight takes. Now queen takes. I'm threatening queen takes f7 mate. And okay, if he plays knight d8 to defend, I just take the knight. Should take knight. So he plays the natural moves, which everyone would play. Bishop e6. And then make queen b5. I'm threatening, well, you'll see. He played back the natural move. Let's go back again. Okay, sorry. Let me go back. I'm spoiling the game a bit.
You're enjoying the game because I saw it too, so I understand why you're enjoying it.
He's worried about bishop takes, bishop maybe, I don't know. He plays back bishop there, and now comes the best move in the game. Rook takes knight. The point about this move, if he takes, let me see. If he takes with the pawn, I've got knight takes pawn. If he takes the queen, I've got bishop takes pawn mate. And in all the complications, basically, it does. Let's go back. So, if he takes with the bishop, once again, knight takes, threatening the mate. As well as knight takes bishop, of course. So he tried to be clever, and he played bishop there. My rook is pinned to the queen. He's saying, I'm just going to castle or do whatever. Your rook's pinned to the queen. But now I play queen here, threatening mate again, and also threatening rook takes bishop. So he stops me mate. Now I have both my rook and bishop attacked. Here comes the next good move. I sacrifice the rook. If he takes with a bishop takes rook, then queen takes f7 is mate. And just add icing on the cake, if he was to go king up, then I've got knight takes pawn check. He takes the rook. Queen takes check. Pawn takes queen. And bishop takes pawn. Sorry. Yeah. Go back.
King c7 rook. Sure.
Sorry. Go back. After king.
Rook check first. Rook c1 first. Yeah.
Sorry. Bishop c7.
And now he's right. Yeah,
that would have been made. All right.
That's just pretty.
Just to go back. Right. So, king up loses. Bishop takes loses. So he's left with queen takes rook. And now, queen takes, stopping him from castling and threatening mate on e7 this time. And he played, and we're running short of time here. I was running very short of time. He played f6. And the natural move, but Mar was watching this game, the natural move is to play bishop takes or queen takes, and well, certainly bishop takes. Why I didn't play bishop takes is that he would have reached an endgame after queen here, queen d8 or queen c6. And I did not want him to reach an endgame. So with 5 minutes left on my clock to reach move 40, if I remember, I played rook e1. And this, I remember Butmar told me afterwards how shocked he had been by this in my last piece into the attack. But letting him swap off my attacking bishop, it looks like I'm losing. But now, I sacrifice the rook. He can't take it because of queen e7 mate. He has to run with the king. Now, there's a long variation, which I wouldn't bother to go into really. But if he goes king back to g8, there's a long line, a long variation where he loses. King back would lose, so rook takes pawn check. King takes rook. Bishop takes pawn check. And it's a long line, but he does get mated. Just take my word for it. Just the same time I would worry. I'll show you what happened. He went king up, and I played the quiet queen back. I'm now threatening, if he takes the bishop, queen takes pawn is mate. And I'm threatening all kinds of discovered checks. So can the king survive? I mean, right now he is the exchange up. This bishop is covering this amazing square, by the way. Mm-hmm. So he tried to make an escape square for the king. And I played, so here, this covered check. If he takes the bishop, queen up is mate. If he goes back, queen takes pawn is made. So he blocked with the queen. And it looks like he's escaping, but no, rook takes check. He grabbed the bishop this time, and queen there mate. And that was that.
Wow. Alright, so now I
Yeah.
understand how you could write that book, Calypso Chess, man. That's all you played.
Yeah.
You had said.
In my book,
Mhm.
I say calypso is the music that sets the feet dancing, and calypso chess is the kind of chess that sets the mind dancing.
Dancing. So true, so true. So true. When I was talking to you before the interview, you told me that you thought of the title for the book many years before you wrote it. How did you
Correct.
know you're going to write a book? First of all, what was the inspiration? And again, how comes Calypso Chess as the title? So inspiration and the title.
It's strange. From the time I was like 13 or so, from the time I was a teenager, I said to myself, I'm going to write a book on chess one day. And I deliberately, once I had that goal in my mind, I kept all my score sheets. I wrote diaries. Every Olympian would write a diary. And I had this goal in mind. I was going to write this book. And from the 1980s, I said, I'm going to call it Calypso Chess. It took, several years, a few decades before I finally got around to writing it. I actually started just when I finished my PhD thesis, I had a bit of time on my hands in England. I wrote most of the first chapter, part one. And then in 1990, I wrote like part two, because it's 5 parts. Each part has 60 games. I was inspired in that by Bobby Fischer. He wrote a book, My 60 Memorable Games. So I said, you know what? I'm going to have my 60 memorable games from the 70s, then from the 80s, from the 90s, and then New Millennium, and then my 60 memorable Olympia games. And that's how I structured the book. So 300 games.
So
near 500 pages.
Was Fischer your favorite player? Who is your favorite player?
No, actually, Fischer was one of my favorite players. But my absolute favorite player, no surprise, was Mikhail Tal. His style of play, just I got a book on his games, and like I said, wow. And his games are so inspiring. So yeah, Mikhail Tal became world champion, beat Botvinnik. One of the greatest players of all time, tremendous natural talent. And he used to treat every game like it's going to be a poem, a composition. So he wasn't that much into theory, he's on creating beautiful games. And I'm the same way. I don't care too much about the theory, to be honest. I just try to play beautiful games.
And you have made so many masterpieces, man. It's just wonderful watching you play when I'm not playing against you. Let me quickly put that in. So, Philip, the next game we have is your favorite Elephant Gambit game.
Oh, yeah.
So I'd love to see this before we send you back into battle.
Okay, sure. It's perhaps my personal favorite game of all time because of there's a story behind it. This is round one of the Olympiad. A couple of weeks before the Olympiad, 2004, I came up with this line. I sat at the board in my home here, and over the board I devised this rook sacrifice line in the Elephant Gambit. And I showed it to the local players, and they scratched their heads, and they didn't know what to make of it. I emailed it to 2 leading theoreticians on the Elephant Gambit. They never responded. Only when I won the game in the Olympiad did they respond and say, wow. So nobody said you should play this, Not even the local players are like scratching their heads. I don't know about this. Let's go through the game. So round one, and there's a spiritual component too, because that was the Olympiad. I decided to, before every game I would play the most joyful gospel worship music. I did that before this game, and it put me in the right frame of mind. That's an aside, but here we go. I'm playing black. I'm playing against an international masters rated way above me. And it just so happens that Ian Wilkinson was watching the game and took a photo at the start of the game. It's on the cover of my book, I should mention. So on the cover of my book, you can see me playing this guy from Slovenia. And I'm looking away from the board because I know the theory. And he's like pondering the position. I believe it might have been the first time he'd ever played against the Gambit. I don't know.
So,
but he played the correct theoretical line.
Philip, where can we get the book apart from Kindle? So the Kindle where can we get the book?
On Amazon.com you can get the book. There's still copies, hard copies.
I checked today and it just brought me up the Kindle when I was going to put a link.
Go to Amazon.com and then type in Pitterson Chess.
Yeah.
I've had some problems with Amazon.com. They've messed up the at one point they had my book for about $1,000.
That's what I saw, $1,002 for the hard copy and $9.90 for the Kindle.
They've corrected it. It's $20-something now. They've corrected. I think it's $26.
Alright, so my researcher is online. John, check for me quickly, please.
Yeah.
And if so, provide the link for us.
Okay. Anyway, so just going back to this. Oh, actually, let me go back a bit. Let's go right back to the opening. Here, the move was Phoenix Pawn, which is not so good because the knight c3. The move I experimented with in my youth was playing pawn forward. And this was the move I prepared for the Olympiad, bishop d6. And we went down this line that I had been preparing in my living room at home. It looks like black is lost. I mean, black is now 2 pawns down, or is it 3? 2 pawns down, and it looks like black's about to lose material on top of it. Black looks lost, right? But here comes the first surprise move, queen d6. Point is, if white plays, well, okay, black is in Phoenix bishop, and if knight takes, knight is covered check. Queen takes bishop, and the knight is trapped. And then there's another beautiful line. This is rather beautiful. If knight there, discovered check. Bishop comes here, right? If bishop takes, and knight is trapped again. White can try this, and it queen attacks the queen, and parents knight takes bishop, and bishop takes bishop check. But then you've got bishop here check, right? Followed eventually by what is it? Queen takes bishop, sorry. And the knight is trapped again. So there are all these trappy lines. But the guy played it. The guy played his international match. He played it correct. He played c4, and I played knight takes. He goes d5. I castle. He takes. He's now 2 pawns up and attacking my rook. And I went here, threatening mate. All this is still preparation. He defends against the mate. And at this point, I kid you not, he left the board. My opponent, the international master, got up and left the board. He figures, it's all over. Like, I've got to move the rook. He plays h3 or something. Knight goes back. He says, I'm 2 pawns, solid position. And I played this. And when he came back, he had this look of shock. I'm told by Ian Wilkinson he had this look of shock on his face. I wasn't really watching him at that point. Because I'm allowing him to take my rook for nothing. I mean, like, for nothing. So he takes it. And then I go f4. Again, this is still preparation. I must admit it's preparation up to this point. I had not prepared past this point, however. I just say, this attack is really dangerous. So he stops. I'm threatening f3, so he stops it. The knight goes back. I'm threatening knight in check. He goes knight up. I swap pawns and play bishop here. I'm again threatening knight here check. There's some lovely lines already in this. I won't go through all the variations, but suffice to say, white is in trouble. In trouble. Okay, so he blocks the angle of the bishop. I check him with this other bishop now. And what is he to do? He moves the king. Again, he's actually losing here. I don't know if you can see the bar. He's losing here no matter what he plays. I'm not going to go into all the lines, but he plays the king around. I check with the queen. He moves the king up. And now, next knight's move. Knight takes pawn. If queen takes knight, bishop takes, forking the king and queen. So he attacks my queen. Now, at this point, once again, we only have 5 minutes on the clock. And desperate time trouble. But what is the best move? Oh, sorry, the next move was very obvious. Sorry. Right, it was at this point I only had 5 minutes on the clock. And I said to myself, calm down, Philip, calm down. And I was remembering the time in Barbados, Israel, where with 5 minutes on the clock, I played the wrong move, and the game went into it. I said, calm down, Philip. There's got to be a winning move. I didn't know what it was. I said, calm down. And one of my advices, piece of advice to young players and those watching is, when you reach critical position, be assured on the clock, try to stay calm. And I played the move the computer is showing, the killer move. Rook to D8.
Just leave that queen.
And the point is, if he takes the queen, knight takes check, take the rook, and then I take his queen, and I'm just winning. And so it's rather comical how the game ends. He decides, okay, I'm going to block the file. And I went here. He blocked, and now came.
Oh, one more time. Philip, I tell you, you give nightmares, Philip. Nightmares. Philip, you have no behavior. You give nightmares. Why do you beat people this way? I thank God you've never beaten me this way. I give him thanks for small mercies.
He did not see the mate coming. I mean, you normally resign before the mate.
Oh, wow.
And they talked about this game for a lot of the Olympians. I remember when we went to breakfast or dinner or something, we overheard the players say, "Elephant, Corbin, elephant." And so it is said that this might have won the best game prize at the Olympiad. Had there been a best game prize? But there's a website with the best games of every Olympiad. And this is the #1 game on the list for the 2004 Olympiad.
Beautiful.
They made this game #1 on the list.
Beautiful.
And, so, for that reason, I just love this.
Yeah, Shane, I agree.
Game.
Absolutely beautiful.
I planned the opening.
So one of the things I think that chess has lost, Philip, and only the older players can actually relate to this, is sitting down with your board, coming up with an idea, analyzing it for weeks, taking notes, writing down, and then the first time you get to play the idea, no computer, the thrill.
No computer. In fact, Yomo, I actually played the line against the computer around this time, and the computer laughed at me. It made some ridiculous comment laughing at me when I made the rook.
But what?
It laughed at me, some joke it made.
Yeah.
And but like the iron came back, made a face and took the rook. So yeah.
But what a pleasure when you see these things. But my friend, you give nightmares. You just give nightmares. It's just that simple. You give nightmares. You don't get to over your king getting checkmated this way easily. Alright, so 8-1. Let's see if you can go 11-1. Time to battle again. Time to battle, guys. So remember, Calypso Chess is the name. So you're
Darren M. Only Darren M.
Well, let's
Darren
go.
M. And he's going to be tough. He's 22-37.
Yeah, and he plays like it.
So here we go. Do I play the Dutch? Do I play?
Play your sharpest thing and let's have fun.
Man, I don't have to play this gambit as mine again. See my wife,
And he's listening to you, so make sure you don't say much. These young guys listen.
A gambit of start to play. This line is my own line.
Oh, wow.
I offer 2 pawns.
Wow.
If you just take, I take back the pawn, but the critical line is pawn to 67.
Yeah, because I'm taking that. I am taking that, and then you're going to have to give me nightmares.
Okay, my opponent at least gave me a little time on the clock while he tries to figure out what madness I'm playing. Okay, that's not a bad move. I don't think, is he going to go G4? I doubt. Let's see. He might. Most players don't play H3. This is interesting. I'm not going to tell you my plan just yet.
No, don't. Keep it secret.
No,
Surprise us.
I think against this guy definitely. He definitely doesn't know any of my plans right now.
Yeah, he has earned that 23 odds, so don't. He's our under 14 champion.
Okay, no one's ever played that against me. What's he doing? Just knight f6. What's he doing? Am I missing something? I don't know what I'm missing. Okay. And of course, I think they'll let him take that pawn. Yeah, man. Have the pawn. Another free pawn for you. I know it's crazy. Okay, what's he doing now? Okay, you're not going to take the pawn? If I casually takes the knight and then takes my bishop. Okay, and he's meanwhile he's threatening the castle queenside. Okay, he's playing well. Yeah, the guy is playing well, of course. Don't really want to do it, but I'm going to take the knight. Yes, we know you're going to go there. Maybe I should have taken the knight. Too late for regrets. Oh!
That hurts.
I
That
don't
hurts.
see that. Ah! Blunder alert, blunder alert. I did not see that. Oh my goodness. It's probably a bad move too, I don't know. Oh, that's okay. Oh, that would have been nice. Um, Mm. Mm. Oh no. Oh, that's lost. That was lost anyway. I was perfectly lost anyway, but maybe C4 and queens, E4 check. I don't know.
Mm.
I was gonna play C4, but too slow, too slow. I was lost. I was
Yeah,
lost.
these
He just maybe played King A2 or something. I was
the
lost.
blunder in the middle game. That's how, yeah. Alright.
Yeah, he outplayed me. All credit to him.
Now,
Maybe very
sacking
nicely.
2 points, you're going
Maybe I
to
should have
allow
played the Dutch.
DC7. Ah, yeah, Dutch next time. But allowing
Yeah,
DC7, I'd have loved to have seen that. Congrats, Dan.
yeah.
I'd
I've won
love to
many
have seen
games. I've
that.
actually won a lot of blitz games with that gambit. A lot. So I played it for the surprise value as well.
Yeah,
Um,
he's kind of solid
but it didn't
though.
work out.
Alright,
He played
so
very solid. I'd never seen the way he played it Queen D5 and Queen D5. That was nice, I must say. Because he got the castle really fast on the Queen side. A lot of players never get the castle against that attack. Recently I mated a guy, his king got mated on E2.
on
Um,
E2.
yeah, in that line.
Okay,
But
nice, nice.
anyway.
Alright, any more challenges or are we going back over to the games? You seen any more challenges there?
Oh yeah, I see two. Um, Rabid and Brain Guy. Um,
Either of them, both masters. That's Rihanna and Peter John. So your choice
all
who you
right,
take them.
I'm playing the RA, Rihanna.
Yeah, that's Rihanna.
Ray. Right. Okay, we have an English. And this is what I played early H5. Just for the fun of it. Okay, he's getting that wild already.
1 second.
Yeah, it's probably the best move. Not sure, not sure. Let's try that. Yeah, we have a nice crazy position. I like this kind of position because the players who normally play the English, they're not used to a normal H5 H4 thing. Not used to that unusually. Of course, I never allowed before. Okay, what do I do here? Let's try something crazy. Let's push that bishop back. Yeah, we know you're going to play that, but hey. Not sure. Yeah, try that. Yeah, he's saying to me, okay, I have locked up your king side. What are you going to do now? Good question. I'm trying to decide myself. Okay, this move is probably not sound, but hey. I'm just checking if it's a blunder or not. Oh, let's try it. This is making him think for a while. There might be a line for what? It's going to take him time to find it, I hope. Yeah, I thought he'd play that. And I was planning knight b6, but is that the best move? Well, I was planning it, so let's play it. Or I could castle queenside. Yeah, nice and risky, but I don't want to swap off queens. Crazy, I know. Let's play it. I just have this thing about not liking queen swaps.
Then you can't create your masterpieces.
Yeah, that's a good move he's played. He's playing it quite well, of course. Yes, and that's to be expected. I asked his queen where it's going, it's probably coming there. I could go there. Oh shoot. Time.
Yeah, remember that important thing.
I'm gonna run from the queen side and it can happen on the king side. Yep. I said to myself, that queen wants to go to that square. And I was absolutely right. Oh shoot, time, Philip Corbin. Okay. Yeah, I know. See that move, you know. That's a good move. That's a good move. He's in time trouble too, though.
Mm-hmm.
Getting kind of tense here. Shoot, what's the play, guys? Help! Guys, I need some help. Oh, was that a bad move? I'm not sure. Um, ah! Moves like that you hate. It's moves like that you hate.
Just everything quickly.
That's what I'm trying to do. Uh-oh. Okay, I think the thing was... Ah! Yeah. Got a second, guys. But is it enough?
Quickly.
Oh no, he has that. Okay. It's getting interesting. It's getting interesting. Thank you.
Ah.
I was a bit lucky that one. I was definitely lucky that
Yeah,
one.
but I think you missed after Queen B5. You missed thing there, man. I think it was
After
move
Queen.
17, Queen B5. You felt that something was there, but
Yeah.
you missed Bishop takes. Bishop F3, Bishop F3, Bishop F3, Knight D4. You missed that.
I'm looking at it. Bishop. After knight d4, he just plays pawn takes, right?
No, Queen takes Queen.
Wait, you sure is move? Oh,
Yeah.
Wait a minute, I'm at the wrong move.
So Bishop F3
Move.
instead of F5, just Bishop F3, Bishop F3, Knight D4, and you win a piece.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
That's beautiful. Queen takes queen, knight takes bishop, and then knight takes queen.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Instead of F5.
Instead of F5.
Yeah.
You felt something.
Beautiful.
You felt something because you said it, but you felt something. So just Bishop takes and Knight D4.
I felt it was a bit shaky, but I couldn't find,
Yeah, time going down. Yeah. Alright, one more and then we go into the last two games. Who is there?
Brain Guy.
Yeah, well, let's go with Brain Guy.
Okay, here we go, Brain Guy. Okay, E4 before. What's he gonna come with? Oh, you probably heard me say I don't like that move. Having said that, let's play the theory move. That's the theory move. Oh, queen back. I thought I was gonna go queen A5. Well, that's a bit surprising. That's just a slowdown if he goes bishop D4. I think this is solid. Not used to players going back queen d8. I remember one Olympiad to prepare for this opening. I remember another Olympiad, a guy from Wales played a really wild line, and it drew. It was really wild. That was fun. Yeah, maybe I should have played d4 instead of castle. Oh no. Not totally happy with this position. Let me try that just for the fun of it. Let's see what happens. Yeah, this is interesting. This is more than interesting. This is pretty cool. In his time, not blame him. Yes, I knew he's going there. It was pretty obvious he's going there. Equally obvious I'm going there, and then he does that, and then we'll just see what happens. Or maybe he goes there first. He's the one going for brilliancy now. Hmm. Okay, that's a surprise. That's a surprise and a relief. Without talking up the game.
Yeah, no, you stop that move.
No, oh, but he had knight takes h2. If king takes queen h4 mate.
Yeah.
Knight takes h2, it was winning. I'm not sure. I don't know. But I expected. I was planning for queen h4.
Queen h4.
Maybe instead of knight e4, should have played g3 and stopped all this foolishness. Probably, but I was very relieved in playing like. Okay, let's not talk up the game.
So I still have a bit to go.
What's he threatening? Oh, knight takes pawn. I don't care. I know, it's stupid, but I don't care. You can have the rook. I know it's stupid to say that, but let's try this. So it's a rook sack, guys. Oh, actually, I shouldn't have told him that, But he probably would have played that anyway. Whoa, he's playing a bit like me now. Yeah, you can have that rook. You can have that rook. I think. Can you have that rook? Philip, what are you doing? You're going to let him have the rook? The fans say yes. Okay, what's he up to now? He doesn't want a rook. I'll have your rook then. Yeah. Okay, guys. Oh no! Actually, I think he has knight f2 check. I think I made that a blunder. He has knight f2 check. Ah!
So when rook
Oh,
takes, rook
when
takes
rook takes,
f2,
queen takes.
queen
Uh,
takes.
okay, yeah, maybe I'm okay. Maybe I'm okay.
Yeah, it
Fine.
should be okay. It should be
Oh, okay.
okay. So 10-2.
I was thinking he's going to take the rook. I'm going to take on
Yeah,
e6.
knight h2
And
or queen
this is going to be a lot
h4
of fun.
was critical. He missed those two critical moves in the position.
Yeah, if you go back, I think I was in a bit of trouble.
Yeah, you were. You were to knight h2.
Like, I should have played g3, I think,
Mm-hmm.
instead of playing knight e4, which I thought was automatic. I missed knight takes h2. I thought he was going to play queen h4. I'm surprised he didn't play queen h4 or knight takes h2. Phew, another close call. These guys are getting good. They're getting harder to beat. There's another person, Science Guru 2100. Should I play him or not?
Next round, next thing around. Let's talk about the Nigel shot, and then we'll come back to Science Guru.
Oh, right, yeah. One of my favorite games, and there's a story behind it too. Grandmaster Nigel Short, nearly won the World Championship. Best British player ever. Still going strong. When I was in Manchester studying for my master's and my doctorate, I played in a tournament where he won it. He won it brilliantly. I had a guy, we used to play a lot of chess together at the Manchester University Chess Club, and he nearly beat him. Nigel Short played the French and ran his king all the way from the king side over to the queen side and won. Survived the attack. And later my friend showed me how to beat Nigel Short. And Nigel Short gave a simultaneous display around that time, and I did not take part. I missed the chance. And I was like, you missed the chance to play the great Nigel Short. You'll never get another chance. And so I got the chance. He came to the Caribbean and played Simul. So pull up the game. I'm playing black. He's playing. I think it was. I remember it was white on all boards. Sorry, but I was the only person to be played 40-something people in Barbados. I think he gave a Simul in Jamaica as well. I think he was the only person to actually beat him. And of course, not only that, but I beat him with the elephant. And I don't know if he's ever lived it down. He got teased about it, losing to the elephant. All right, so it's the game up. Wait a minute, I gotta find.
It's up on our screen, so whenever you.
Oh yeah, here it is. I see it right now. So he's white. He has no idea about me. We never met in Manchester, actually, but he wrote the foreword to my book, and he talks about this game as well in my book. So okay, I play the bishop d6 line, which is the most solid line, I think. Certainly the most enterprising in terms of laying a foundation for the attack. So he played knight c3, which is fine. He doesn't play the opening badly, although just to tell one of the secrets, I don't like bishop c4 against the elephant. The bishop just gets blocked by the pawn on d5. I've found you just play around that bishop and get a good game with black, and that happened here as well. So he stops d5 by me. He's playing okay. Can't say he's playing badly. And we're both playing okay moves. And now I played d6. My idea was to play bishop d7. This is one of the ideas of the elephant, to play against his pawn on d5. And he played this enterprising move, knight h4. And again, you can't really fault him. He's threatening knight f5. And I played knight f8 to stop knight f5. And he played queen f3. He protects d5. He's still threatening knight f5. All very logical play. I mean, he is a great grandmaster, one of the best grandmasters in the world. And I played rook around. I can't remember why I played that, to be honest. Knight f5. And here I played a sneaky move. This one was sneaky. I laid a trap. I played bishop here, pinning the knight to the rook. And he fell into the trap. He unpinned the knight, wanted, of course, to play knight e4. Or I think he did, yeah. Because knight e4, knight takes d5, bishop takes, queen takes, he's got knight f6, check and move. So if he can just get in knight f4, you know. And meanwhile, it looks like I have to play a pawn now. But here comes knight here, and now he's in trouble. He is in trouble because I'm threatening bishop takes knight, queen takes bishop, and knight to h4, winning the queen would be trapped. And the ordinary player would miss it, but he's a grandmaster, he sees it. All credit to Nigel. He sees the threat to win the queen in 2 moves and plays that. But he missed this. Cut it off. Well, okay. The point is, if pawn takes pawn, I've got knight e5 and the bishop falls. So he had to take the rook. He had to give back. He had to give some material. So right now, I am change. He has like bishop and 2 pawns to my rook, but black is winning because black has a superior position. He's undeveloped. Now I take the knight, open the e file, and I invade the back right my rook. Now threaten his pawn. And he found an ingenious way to continue. It looks like he's in real trouble. He played that. And I played queen here because there was something about it. What was it? Right, he stepped back. If I take the pawn, okay, right. He played that. Gets counterplay, very nicely done. Gets threatening mate, so he retains the material. So he still has a bishop and 2 pawns to my rook. But look at his king. His king side is all full of holes, and I take advantage of that. Here, if he had played f3, I would have played rook here, check, and just queen takes pawn and just won the ending. But he allowed a nicer finish. Here he can't go back h2 because queen g2 he had to run the h file. Now I played that. I'm threatening queen g5 mate. His next move is force. And I went there, check, and allow him to swap queen. And here he resigned.
Oh, mate on 8-6. Mate on 8-6.
If he plays, he has to play king up.
Yeah,
and all pawns going to play rook around.
Yeah.
I'm going to go king here. And whatever he does, I'm going to go rook to h1
and rook to
and
I thought you just play rook h1. I thought you were just going to play rook h1.
No,
because of bishop.
Everyone said you're going to play here. But no, he gets away because he has bishop to take pawn.
Oh, that's not getting away, but yes, I understand.
I was going to play king there.
Oh, that's just mean of you. You're just mean.
Yeah, It wouldn't
That's
be to
just
me. And then the
mean.
rook seven, close the bar, close the trap on the king, and then they.
This must have given you a
So
great joy beating Nigel Sharp this week.
yes, it did. And I said I beat him on behalf of my friend who failed to beat him many years ago as well.
Did you get
So
to
that
tell your
became kind of
friend?
special. I never got to tell my friend because I lost touch with him up to this day. I would
Okay.
have loved to be failed him and say, I beat Nigel Short for you.
I'd have found him. Because he'd have been most grateful.
But he's the highest rated player I've ever beaten. He's what, 25 or what rating was he? He was, up by 2600.
Yeah, Nigel rarely
So,
goes below 26. But just a wonderful
so
player. Wonderful, wonderful player. How are you feeling? You can manage three more? What Science
I
Guru
think
rating?
let's go for it.
Let's go for it. Alright, we're going for three more. Science Guru was supposed to be the first one.
So, let me see. Science Guru, here we go.
So let's go.
Whoa! Whoa. That's the move I hate playing against. Position. Okay, let's go to that. There's a gambit in my book where I play E5 and do a pawn first move, but I'm not going to risk that. Okay. Alrighty, already. Let's say or. Oh, I don't know. Let's play that. Um, I'm quite happy he didn't play a certain move, but I won't say what it is. Wow. He's staying a little bit quiet. And I have 30 seconds upon the clock, so I'm happy. Okay, fine, that's fine. Basically, I was happy he didn't play bishop d3 in the opening and he played bishop e2 because I knew he was losing a tempo. So the bishop really needs to be on d3. So I'm in a pretty good lineup with that. I'm quite happy. I'm at least equal, I think. Yes, yes, yes. Now, do I go queen h5 or queen g6? I quite like queen there. I'm not sure it's the best move though. Or even g5. No, g5 doesn't work. I'm taking too long. Oh, let's play that. Let's play that. And maybe I should have played knight f6 instead. Yeah, probably should have played knight f6 first. Yeah, I knew he was going to do this, I knew he was going to do this. I'm a little annoyed with myself. I should have played knight f6 first. And then queen out. No problem. Yes, yes, yes. Um, oh, shoot. I was going to give him the B pawn. Which may not be the best thing in the world. Oh no, I have to lose a tempo on here. I don't want to lose any tempo. I am not happy. I don't see. Maybe C6. Um, okay. Oh, yeah, that's why you shouldn't play C6, my boy. I'm really playing this one badly, and I have misplayed the opening. Bishop there is a good move. Oh man, that was stupid. And I had a pretty. Ah, okay. I'm not. I am not playing this so well, and he's playing very well. Edit. Um, Knight back evades me. I'm going to have to do what Tal would do in this kind of position. And that is sack a pawn. Have a pawn. I don't care. And he doesn't take it. He could have taken it. I don't. He could well have taken it. Oh man. Why do you want to swap queens? You know I don't like swapping queens. That's why you play that, right? Oh dear. Yomo, I don't like queen swaps.
And that's why he did it. Oh, but then
Am I not winning a pawn though? No, I'm not. Almost winning a pawn. Uh,
just remember your time.
ah! I missed that. That was a good move.
But you live. You will live.
Man, I'm playing this badly. I'm playing this badly, Yomo.
Badly is okay if you play it quickly. Yeah.
Help somebody. Not sure what that move. I'll offer a draw here. He's not taking the draw, folks.
Hurry up.
Will he take the draw now? Yeah.
Right.
He deserved, maybe he certainly deserved the draw. I misplayed that middle game. Oh my, and I'm familiar with Dutch. I should have go bring like the other second like F6 first and then start the attack. I had a nice position. I could have got a king side attack. I misplayed it.
Yeah.
But all credit to him. He played quite well. He played quite well. All right.
Alright, who is
What's next? I
next?
don't see any more chances.
So two more games. Let's see, give it a minute. Alright, so next week we have International Master Jazel Lopez coming on from Aruba, so representing Aruba. And he's the only Caribbean player to have gotten his IM through the norm method. So he's the only one
Okay.
who did that. So we're going to sit, listen, and actually enjoy the journey with Giselle next week. Has anybody any
Okay.
challenge? Who has come on?
Baptist 876. Have I
No, you
played
played him already.
before?
Yeah.
I played him already. Someone new, someone new. I much prefer someone new. Especially I think I struggled to beat this guy anyway. Sorry, Baptist.
Ah, boy.
Oh.
So we give it another minute to see who comes on.
Yeah.
So,
Any
Philip,
more games of mine? I said you probably remember.
yeah,
I
man,
think
we
there
have
was.
one more. But there's a question, there are two more questions
Yeah,
that I have for you.
let's all right. John CW
Same person
John.
as Baptist. It's just a different
Okay.
account.
These guys are trying to trick me. They're trying to get revenge.
Not tonight. Let him sleep on it. Not tonight. So, Philip, what's the biggest obstacle that you have had to overcome? It doesn't have to be chess wise, it could be in life. And how did you go about overcoming it?
um, Let me think. Um, doesn't have to be in chess. Well, in chess, I think um, in my 20s, 30s, I didn't play that top-rated players. Uh, if I had, I was only as many playing games in Barbados. I like to think I would have gotten the IM title, but you
Yeah.
never know.
Still
But
time, you
in
hear?
terms of
Still time.
if I had played, if I had played, let me see, biggest obstacle. Um, Outside of chess, I'm not sure. Maybe getting the PhD, which was a tremendous amount of work, and at first I felt like giving it up, and I had to work nights and days to do it. But I overcame that obstacle. A lot of mathematics and running computer programs and learning maths I'd never learned before, even at university level. Um, Teaching myself maths and stuff. But I love research and that kind of stuff. I love mathematical physics. So maybe as a PhD was a challenge. Becoming national champion of Barbados was not that much of a challenge. It's something I set myself. I wanted to do it from the time I was like 13, and I achieved it by the time I was 16 or so. Um,
So you're a national champion at 16. How many times have you
tried.
won?
I was in 1975. I would have been. Sorry, not 16. I would have been. Either 17 or 18. I'm trying to remember if I won it before my birthday.
Okay.
um, I think it would have been 17. I won it 7 times.
Okay.
Um,
Nice.
the last time was the best because by then Kevin Denny was in full flow. Um, and to win that championship, I had to win my last game with black from a position that was a dead, absolutely dead draw. It was a drawn ending, and what I did, I sacrificed the pawn to get to activity. Won the pawn back. Well, it's still a dead. Looking pawn ending, equal pawns, dead draw. Everybody said, then he's going to win it again. No way Corbin can win that ending. But I did. I followed all his stops and somehow won the ending. that was, yeah, winning the championship that 7th time. That was a real challenge. But initially, in the early days, when there was no Kevin Denny, no Buckmeyer, I was winning almost every game I played in Barbados. And that, and then the competition started to come. And these days, if I was to end the national championship again, it really would be a challenge for me, especially against people like Orlando. No.
No.
uh,
The thought
I played,
alone.
I played Orlando in Blitz. I can't even beat him. I can't beat him in Blitz. And, I don't think I've beaten him. I can't remember if I've ever beaten him, actually. Maybe I beat him many years ago. I can't remember. But to beat him now would be nice. That would be an achievement. I'm going to say 9 possible, but,
We
might be
got
lucky. Might be lucky.
achievement. Nice. Nice. The last game you had, Philip, you
Yes.
told me was also
Uh,
special against Ramirez Gulen.
right. Let's have a look at it.
So you're
Um,
going to close off with a bit more, right?
Yeah, yeah. And this game also has a history behind it because I told you how I nearly beat that Israeli international master who went on to become a grandmaster in the match Barbados against Israel. Well, the line we played, I thought about it for a long time afterwards and I improved on it. And I was just waiting for the chance to play my improvement. And I got it in this game. 1988 Olympiad. Sorry, not 1988. Which Olympiad was it? One of the Olympiads. So I'm playing this guy from Honduras. He's rated higher than me, 2310. I was 2215 at the time. Morris Smith Gambit, we can blitz through the first couple of moves. Remember I said Bishop G5 is the line that I like to play when I play it here. Whenever black goes 97, I play Bishop G5 or generally. Remember this was like one of the games tonight? Now, first of all, the improvement over the game with the Israeli, I don't move the queen. Keep the queen on D1 in this line. I remember I blundered the bishop at one point in one of my games. You should pull it back whenever it's attacked. Hit that knight. Black obviously doesn't want, I played his D pawn. He moved the queen back. And now, all this is still preparation. All this, believe it or not, was preparation. And knight up, this is preparation. The knight maneuver is very, very strong. I had a similar maneuver like this against his. And now from here, it's a beautiful finish. Queen here threatens knight in check, forking king, queen, and rook. A family 4. By the way, my best ever 4, when I was learning to play chess, when I was like 7 or 8, I played a guy, a neighbor. And I queen, 2 rooks, bishop, and pawn. I planned and fought the whole lot. I should have taken a picture of it. He moved the king, I took the queen, and he moved the king back to the same square, and I fought them all over again. It's a true story. Anyway, so king around to stop the 4. Knight in. And I played a similar idea against his ring. Pawn, if he takes, pawn takes, pawn, he gets mated up on the H file. So he can't take the knight. So he goes there, but I can't take the rook, so the knight's not pinned to the queen.
So, hold on, rook F4.
Yeah, rook F4 is the move. I'm threatening.
I just seen it, yeah. Queen H7.
Queen H4, check, king takes, rook around check, and rook down mate. So I'm trying to sack the queen and mate in 3. He saw it. So he pushed the pawn up. So I can't sack the queen. But my knight is now ultra safe on G6. Now, I could have played like rook C7 here. I take E5.
Of course
full
you
press.
did. Of course you did.
And I have to see the next couple of moves. Next couple of moves I had to foresee.
Yeah.
Okay, this pawn is pinned. The pawn pins to the queen and the king. If he takes the pawn, which is the logical move. Well, first he played that first, sorry. He's just trying to block the attack. But I took the pawn, I had to foresee this as well. Now, if he takes the bishop, I take his queen. If he plays knight takes pawn, I have bishop takes bishop. So he plays bishop takes pawn. And he still looks okay. He looks like he has a rock solid defense. And of course, he's still the gambit pawn up. But now, pawn takes. The point about this, when he took the bishop, But if he takes the pawn takes on f6, then queen on threatening mate, queen to g7, I would swap queens, queen takes, king takes, play knight takes f8, and I would end up material up after all those complications.
Then you take back on d7.
So he played the logical move. Now I took, hitting the queen, and threatening both the queen and the rook. And he played king takes, thinking, he thought to himself, okay, you won my queen, but look, I've got two knight, bishop and knight to the queen, and I'm going to get this piece. Sorry, I've got bishop and rook, sorry, to the queen, and I'm going to get this knight. I have more than enough material for the queen. But what he missed with this, what's called this sting in the tail at the end of the combination, queen here. Now, if he moves the king to h7, I take the rook, so he must take the knight. Now I fork king and rook. And that's the point of the whole combination. I grab the rook. He played one more move before resigning because it's now queen to knight and rook, and it's an easy win. So, and that game also made the list of interesting games in Olympia. It was number 3 in the list of interesting games for that Olympiad. It was in 1998 Olympiad.
1998 Olympiad. Where do we find these interesting games? What website is it?
Olymp-based.
Olymp-based, okay.
OLAMPBASE.org. You see all the interesting games for all the Olympiads.
Okay, that's
use that. I hope the site is still up.
Yeah, it is. I checked it a couple of days ago to check, preparing for walk down memory lane on Wednesday, John Powell's games. So the site is still up. So that's,
I think I'm the only, such the correction, I may be the only Canadian to actually have made their list of interesting games. You know, they choose what French or so games this Olympiad. So I made it twice. I made this game and the other game with the Olympic Gambit made it.
Excellent.
So that's something I'm proud of as well, yeah.
Excellent. We have a number of youngsters who have been with us for the past 3.5 hours. Before we wrap up, Philip, what advice would you give them?
Okay, what advice would I give up and coming players? Well, the players these days, they study endless opening theory. And I'm not saying it's bad to study opening theory. I mean, I probably would have been a better player if I'd studied more. I studied the very minimum. I only studied about 2 or 3 books on opening theory my whole career. I studied book on the Smith Mora. Anyway, the point is, I would tell them ease off all the opening theory. I would tell them it's good, but ease off the opening theory. And try to develop your own style. Because I find players start to copy other players and develop your own style. That's what I did. Develop your own twist in the openings. Find your own way of playing the openings. Yes, don't make obvious blunders. Learn the basic tracks. But try to find moves that the opponent would not have seen before. I mean, I win half my games simply because I gain time on the clock. Because they don't know what's going on. Because I create positions they haven't seen before, my opponents haven't seen before. Or I catch them in a trap that I prepare because I'm playing a line they're not familiar with and they don't know the tracks. My other recommendation, and this is important, do what I didn't do, which cost me a lot of points in my career. I failed to really study opening theory. I mean, endgame theory. I failed to study endgame theory, so I would lose games I should draw, especially with important endings, and draw games I should win. I have lost so many points over the years, even in Blitz, because I'm not sure what you should play in the end game in a certain kind of position. And so learn your end game theory. Don't do like I did. To be honest, I was a bit lazy. I was lazy in terms of studying opening theory and very lazy in terms of end games. And while it's true that most of my games don't reach end games, obviously you need to know your end game theory. Or if not obviously, that's what I'm telling the younger players to do. learning endgame theory. The endless good videos now online. When I was growing up, in my teenage years, books on chess were a rarity in Barbados. Um, and there was no internet. Can you imagine growing up, no internet,
Yeah.
no YouTube videos to watch? The youth these days have a huge advantage over players of my generation. They can go and watch all kinds of chess videos and learn all kinds of stuff. And there are a lot of excellent videos. And you can Google anything like in 10 seconds. Type in da 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 opening and boom, up comes a list of hits. And you have so many hits, you spend the whole night, the whole day studying all the hits, a whole week. So the young people today, yes, they have access to loads more material than my generation. But I would advise them develop their style, not just copy other players, learn the game theory. Oh, and one more thing. Play against the good players. A lot of players just want to play the players they can beat. They don't want to play the good players because they will lose. But that's how you improve. Um, you improve by playing the really good players, learning from your mistakes. So that's about it for advice from me.
Right,
Oh,
but
and buy my book, of course.
of course.
I just kidding, just throwing that in. But
But it's serious. With all of these gems, they need to support. And guys, on Amazon, it's there both in Kindle and as printed copies. So please support because it's a wonderful book from. And I'll always say it, Philip. You may blush sometimes when I say it, but Caribbean's first legend. So there have been legends
uh,
after, but none before you, Philip. And it
I
has
don't
been.
know.
I know.
Like Morris Bruton, for example, the guy in the top guy in his player, he was a bit of a legend.
Hmm.
Um, I played him some great games over the years, which are in my book. One of the things with my book gives you an idea of what the top players in like the 80s and 90s were in the region. And a lot of games I played against them, so you get an idea of what play was like back then. Um, but I'm very honored for you to say that I am a
Yeah.
legend.
50
I don't
years.
quite feel that.
So, Philip, if you can show me somebody with 50
know.
years catalog and as impressive games as yours, then we can debate this. Until then, we're not debating this one, sir, at all. It has been an
Okay.
honor, a complete honor to have spoken to you, to have relived these memories and to pass it on to generations. And I thank you. I thank you because
Thank
we're
you.
all the better for it. And one of my aim is to produce that grandmaster. We need to produce it, and they have to
Yes.
be able to see what
Yes.
you did, see what I did, see what other masters did, and improve on it. Definitely improve
You've
on
got
it.
Morris Ashley. You have the grandmaster, Jamaican grandmaster Morris Ashley. I
Yeah.
have the person playing him out. He beat me up. It's in my book. And we need some more Morris Ashleys. We need
Yeah.
one from Barbados, one from Trinidad, one from Jamaica, and then more.
And then
over
more
time.
will come. They will come. They will come. And next week we might meet the one from Aruba. Because Giselle will be here, and Giselle is still 2400, international master, 2400, homegrown Aruba, went to Netherlands to do his studies and just blossomed. So next week,
Right.
Philip, same time you come, and maybe you can beat him. Let's see. He says he'll go undefeated. Let's see. 10.5 to 2.5. Wonderful score tonight. Normally they go to 12. You did one more than them. Well done, sir. Well done.
Thank you.
And
All right.
yeah, man. And thanks again from International Master Jomo Pitterson and FIDE Master Philip Corbin. Enjoy chess and just play. We're signing out. Good night.
Good night, all.